And good evening, welcome back to another part of Persona 5 Strikers live and exclusive here on YouTube. I am your host, Swishbone, for the remainder of the evening. For those of you who've never been here before, this is all about having fun, playing together, enjoying a few jokes, bad live chat, bad jokes, and fun reactions to the games. For those of you who've been here before, for the likes of, well, previous parts of Persona 5 Strikers, Persona 5 Royal, maybe you were here for Final Fantasy 7, perhaps you saw Danganronpa V3 or Song of Memories. Whoever you are, huge welcome back to all of you. Without you guys, there is no stream. And now, we're getting ready to carry on our battle here in Sapporo, where we're trying to change the heart of the local mayor, who is very similar to Margaret Thatcher. Very, very strange look to her, it must be said. Now, as I've done a little bit more offline grind to get a little more advanced levels-wise, so we should now be in a position to get ourselves moving forward a bit more. Just want to double check in case. Yeah, I've got a couple of personas there I don't want, but I'm going to leave them on for a second, get a bit more persona points with a look, and then look to get rid of them to cash in. So this is the current persona I'm planning to use, Fornius. You might recognise him from Persona 4, although he's much higher level than when we found him on Persona 4 and Persona 3. Instead of being level 4 or level 5, he's level 60 in this game. One of the things you find about Persona games is sometimes a Persona which will be dead weak in one game is really strong in another, and one that's absolutely game-breaking in one will be a waste of space in the next. So that's the way Persona works. That's where we wear the mask. That's where we are the wild card. Now, I just want to quickly check if there's anything new in Sophia's store.
This should be helpful.
Yeah, I've not got anything new to sell to her.
You should buy some.
Ah, yeah, so you can see the stocks are all out, apart from the adhesive bandages, which I don't need, because I've got 99 of them. In that case, then, rather than waste time grinding in the jails, let's actually start hunting the destination. Story mode, starto.
This is where the accident happened, isn't it?
If we put in the keyword here, we should be able to access the trauma cell. There may be enemies ahead. You sure you guys are ready?
Yeah, we are.
That's right. I want to see what happened to Mari-san with my own two eyes. The keyword is Snow City.
Keyword successfully entered. Beginning navigation.
So now we get the lovely, as Sophia puts it, and we're on our way to the metaverse. Let's find out the truth. See how much of a bad guy she really is. That looks creepy with the red snow.
What is this?
It looks like this is the Snow Festival.
JCB Diggers there.
Check out those two suits over there.
I didn't know you were accepting rebates. I see a career man in the making.
Yep, accepting rebates. In other words, taking a kickback in order to award a contract either to someone who is not skilled or someone who is cheaper. Essentially, it's like a way of being anti-competitive, and it sounds like it may have been potentially fatal here.
Sir, would you please be discreet about this?
I can do that, but in return, you need to do me a favor. I want her to take full responsibility for the incident. That way, she'll resign. Once that happens, I'll be the new mayor in town, and you'll be my well-paid associate. You will cooperate, won't you? Yes. Yes, of course. What did you just say? There! Oh, it seems I've been found out. It's not what it looks like, Mayor. This is really...
It's like, Mayor, let me explain. Kind of similar to when I had Chihiro, Yuko, and Yukuka-tan corner me in the classroom in Persona 3 FES. And I had the same kind of, let me explain this, I can explain. No, I couldn't.
Mayor? Does he mean Mayor Hyodo? Then, Mari-san saw this happen?
I had no idea you were behind this, that anyone was behind this.
You really don't get it, do you? Well, this festival is held by the city, meaning it comes out of the taxpayer's pocket. I figured, why not lower costs and hire cheaper construction? What's wrong with getting compensated for it? The rest of our staff makes these deals all the time.
Do they?
What's the harm in one little mishap? That sculpture collapse was just bad luck.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I'm calling the police.
What? Go ahead and do it. But I'm bringing you down with me. What? I'm gonna testify that I did it under your orders. Then you'll be ruined.
Now you see, this guy's strategy here is to essentially say that the mayor forced me to do it. Two problems with that. First of all, there's something called the Nuremberg defense. Just because you were given orders does not mean those orders were correct and that you should have followed them. The second one is, how do you prove that the order came in? Unless you've got some kind of paper trail. Your word versus the mayor? You who's committed a crime? I don't think you'd last very long in front of most juries.
Well, after all, you're the one in charge here. See, I even have the papers you signed. Right here.
Such an unfortunate turn of events. Sorry to say, but you're finished, Mayor.
So it says it's got papers signed by her. Obviously we can't see those papers and can't verify them, but that's their explanation. Still seems a bit spurious to me.
You're a councilman, aren't you? Don't you want to do the right thing?
As far as I'm concerned, that's whatever's right for me.
Well, are you finally ready to listen? Answer me, Mayor.
Be ready.
Oh wow. How many shields has this guy got?
How can you blame a peon like me? We don't get paid enough for this. This world revolves around money. Money talks, bullshit walks, Mayor.
I've got to say, that's actually a fantastic slogan. I won't wear it myself, but money talks, bullshit walks. That sounds almost like a slogan you give for someone like Ronald Reagan or Donald Trump.
Bastard! Threatened the mayor? Is that it?
We had no idea Mari-san went through something like this. Something so awful. Think later, act now. We've got a real fight in our hands here.
We do indeed. So give me control. Right, where's the lockkeeper? He's my biggest issue. I know I can, but I'm trying to save the SP. Yep. Okay, all out attack to you, my friend. Obviously, it's got quite a lot of health, this enemy, but that's fine, because we're still so far holding our own against it.
It's useless. No matter what you do, you should have just resigned and disappeared.
Man, go down already, damn it!
No one likes a pushy politician.
What a greedy woman you are.
He's attacking. Watch out, everyone!
Oh, we've got showtime.
Showtime. Fornius. Here. How truly marvelous.
There! That combo strike was
I just noticed that Sophia had a show time. So... the way she looks and goes, oh, it's just so cute. Nope. How about I run rings around you, quite literally using this motorcycle? Get out of here, boy. You're finished. Later.
That's all of them. We can get into the throne room now.
Who were those guys? They were arguing with the mayor just now.
One was a city employee. The other must have been a councilman. Someone higher up on the ladder. Anyway, it seems this employee accepted an illegal donation from the contractor who ended up building the sculpture.
Which collapsed.
Payment for landing them the job. In other words, bribery. We don't know if the sculpture collapsed due to a structural issue or a general lack of care. The result is still the same.
Either way, the councilman was in the know. Not only that, he tried using a fatal accident to take Mayor Hyodo's position.
So the question is, how did Mayor Hyodo hold it off? Something must have happened and that's made her distorted. And I'm guessing we'll find that out when we take her down and take down her shadow form.
Something along those lines. Unforgivable. Everything makes sense now. Hyodo overheard this conversation by chance and found out the truth about the accident. Not only was it someone from the city, but even her own staff had blackmailed her.
It's messed up. These greedy assholes only wanted money and power.
Now I have a better understanding of what Hyodo must be thinking. When she found out those around her were immoral, she became determined to purge the corruption above all else.
That's why she's overworking her staff and trying to push her ethics bill through. And on top of it, she's trying to manipulate the people into re-electing her. Mari-san. Well, no matter what the reason, the birdcage is finally open. Let's head back to the hideout and discuss the specifics of the calling card.
I say, if we're going to get it to her, well, obviously we can't hijack the billboards. Is Haru going to give it to her? She might write to her. I don't know about giving it to her. I don't make sense.
So, what do we do for the calling card?
Maybe we shouldn't go overboard with it. I don't really see her as a bad person.
Yeah, the real bad guy here is the one who took the bribe.
No. The guy who offered the bribe in the first place is the true villain.
Was it not the shoddy contractors who built the sculpture? And they deserve the most punishment.
You guys sound pretty heated. Who's to say one man's more evil than the next?
I had a feeling he'd be listening.
So you were here all along.
Whoa, why the hostility? You guys forgot about me, didn't you? Why would you not get in contact with me?
Well, now that you mention it... Gramps, you completely slipped our minds.
All right then. Maybe I'll forget to keep you from getting arrested.
Okay, we're sorry.
No, we're not, Ryuji. He needs us to do this job. If he gets us busted, there goes this whole investigation down the can. Don't be intimidated by this pig.
Forget it. So what's our situation? Now I get the picture. So that's how Mariko Hyodo became a monarch. That would explain your debate as to who was the worst of them all.
What's your take on it, Gramps?
It doesn't matter.
My take is you kids are naive.
What do you mean?
It's clear that Mariko Hyodo was cornered by a pair of rotten scumbags. Tragic, I agree. But what is she doing in response? Isn't it just as wrong to change people's hearts and manipulate them?
That may be true, but...
Furthermore, that accident was her responsibility, being that she's the top of command. Regardless of who did what, a real leader takes the fall.
But even so...
I mean, a real leader taking the fall, that's a very Japanese endemic thing. Quite a lot of games developers in the past have literally fallen down that way. Meanwhile, Pancake's checking back in saying, some message I didn't see then, crap. Okay, I'm assuming that was potentially a spoiler. No worries, I didn't see it, so don't worry about it. But yeah, when Zankichi then was talking about taking the fall as a leader, that's to say it's very, what I've heard is quite endemic in Japanese work culture, where if you're in charge of a project, even if it's not gone south through your actual ethics, so like whether your workers have slacked off, your workers have been incompetent, someone's been deliberately malicious, you as the figurehead is the one who kind of like falls on the sword. And it often means you can end up taking the fall, and it's a very restrictive cultural barrier when you think about it. Because, yes, the leader's taking responsibility, but the person who actually needs to take responsibility is not. So it's a defeatist attitude in a way.
It may be a bitter pill to swallow, especially for a group of justice-loving kids operating outside the law, but the real world isn't so cut and dry. And the longer you keep up this hero charade, the harder it'll bite you in the ass down the line.
Zankichi, that's terrible! Take it back!
Sorry. Might have overstepped my boundaries.
No, I can understand your line of reasoning. You're saying that the world isn't neatly divided into good and evil. But that won't stop us from fighting. If we give up now, then the people who are counting on us won't have any hope left.
We help people in a way no one else can. That's why the Phantom Thieves exist.
I understand you all take this very seriously. Then tell me, either way the cards fall, you're not letting Hyodo get away with what she's doing, are you?
Correct. We're going to stop her.
Haru.
What Mari-san is doing is forcing her warped intentions onto other people. And we can't let that happen, no matter what the reason. Right. We're the Phantom Thieves, and we fight for what we believe in. Yes, we're gonna stop Hyodo. But we'll do it in a way that's true to us.
Yeah, absolutely, Pancakes, that's right. It's like, even if it wasn't you, it's the team's decision, and the actions are supposed to be your responsibility as the leader. And yeah, you know, it's like, you should be there to take responsibility and know what your team are up to. But obviously, malicious individuals take the kind of wolf pack mentality of, take out the head of the pack, and the pack is mine. And you see that a lot of cutthroat behaviour, it's quite nasty. Meanwhile, I'm going to go with the Persona 4 answer here, and say we'll wake her up to the truth.
I have no objections. It's decided then.
Thank you.
So how will we send the calling card?
Maybe we could send it over with some curry to the mayor's office?
A catering service? If anything, it should be wrong.
Might be better to avoid closed spaces, actually. After all, she'll probably be outside prepping for the election most of the time.
I mean, we could turn the election thing against her and have like a bus that has a slogan on the side of it, promising that we'll get so many billion per week back by going through a certain process. Oh wait, wrong topic. Completely the wrong topic.
There's no point sending a calling card if the target doesn't see it. I wonder if we can send it somewhere on her campaign. Like somewhere she's bound to pass by. Then how about where the Suzushino posters are? I'm sure she'll have a speech over there.
So it turns out my idea was actually correct, but it wasn't the it wasn't the Brexit bus. I'm gonna say good thinking, Haru. I'm gonna suck up to her and reinforce her ideals.
Yeah, and if we time it with her speech, it'll be perfect.
The question is, who's going to place it there?
No, not again. Seriously?
Thanks in advance, Gramps.
Haha.
Now hold on just a minute. Didn't I already pull this stunt for you in Sendai?
Consider it a favor, then.
Yeah, for being such a meanie earlier.
Oh, come on, Fataba. Who uses meanie? Apart from Renoa in Final Fantasy VIII. Seriously, meanie? You could have said any other word but meanie is the best you could say.
Shouldn't you own up to it?
There's no need to worry. We'll make the calling card for you.
We'll be counting on you, Gramps.
Oh, I'm gonna be a douche to him.
You little weasels.
No.
All right, fine. I'll post the damn calling card.
We really do appreciate it.
How'd I let them twist my arm like this? Whatever. If we're really doing this, it'll be early in the morning. Don't be late.
Hey,
Hyodo's speech is tomorrow morning. That's all will make her aware of the calling card. We only have one shot at this. Let's make sure we're prepared before we send Zakichi out. Ah, right, okay, so it's allowing me now if I want to go back into the palace and do more investigation, but I don't need to. Having said that, I'm now level 62, so very quickly, I'm going to visit the Velvet Room.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. You wish to browse the entries?
Actually, before I do that, I need to quickly delete some personas that I don't want. There are two that I picked up in the palace, well, I say the palace, in the jail. And I want the persona points. You can see I've got 1.1 million now. I'm saving them for when I need to really level up a persona to make a powerful one.
Browse the entries. What will you be registered? Would you like to register?
Yeah, I register all of them.
Has been registered in its present condition.
Thank you.
Awaken your new self.
Ooh, I can make 4 out of Trumpeter and Nibiros. Ooh. Trumpeter and Nibiros are 2 personas that'll cost me a lot of money to bring back, but having 4 will be very good.
Can gain new power.
Weak to wind and weak to psionics, but strong against 3 different ones and knows lightning. Could be very useful. Maziadine. Ooh, severe damage to an area of foes, I like that. And high chance of rage. He also gets electric amp, is worth it.
Choose which skill to inherit.
I've got 4 slots to use here, so let's see what I can bring over. Oh, evade wind. Thank you, I'll have that. That's a great start. Electric boost, that stacks with electric amp, so you can have that. Rebel soul to increase the show time, but quite nice. Decrease the chance to enter that, or when survived, come back with 1 HP. Ooh, difficult decision. Less ailments or the extra lifeguard? I think the lifeguard's a better choice.
Is this the persona you'd like? Be born anew.
So let's chuck him into the Iron Maiden. Don't worry guys, I'm going to bring you back. I was actually surprised to see Trumpeter, because I don't remember Trumpeter being in Persona 5 Royal. So it was nice to see him again, I used him all the time in Persona 4 Golden. He was one of my crutch personas. Mainly because at that point in the game I managed to get him with, I can't remember what the skill's called, but it's a skill where you get 8% of your HP and SP back after every battle. So he was the persona I used for that. The might of my hammer shall find a new home within your mask. And I've got to say, I actually like that rendition of 4 above the Marvel one. I just love like the proper Viking helmet, and the hammer just looks a lot better as well. So, with that in mind, back to the next registry. It's going to be expensive, but I need them.
You already possess that persona.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was Trumpeter and Nibiros. That's the one. Because Nibiros is Null's Wind, Null's Light, and Null's Curse, which will make him useful for certain personas.
Is this okay?
And Nibiros, I want to keep purely for the fact she was Debilitate.
You may take it with you.
Excellent, hey, that'll do nicely. Out of curiosity, how much is it going to cost to level her up?
How much power will you add?
It will cost 69,000 points, which will get Debilitate, and I can put that over... Tricky. What would I replace it with? Evade Wind? You don't really need Evade Wind.
This is what you've chosen.
So I think that I'd be the one to choose it over.
Okay.
Because you've got Maziadine, and the electric boost will be good for that. Evade Wind. There we go. That's her now maxed. Trumpeter, meanwhile.
How much power will you add?
Only 40,000 and you'd level up that move. Nice. Let's do it.
This is what you've chosen.
Okay.
I promise I'm not going to slow the stream down by doing this for too much longer, because he's got gun amp. I'm going to replace... Amarita Shower, that's what I'm going to do. As for you, can you learn anything by leveling up? No, you can't. No, not about you.
How much power will you add?
Nope.
How much power will you add?
Nope. Right, that's where we'll leave it, I think. Oh. Not quite.
May luck be on your side.
I meant to register them. Sorry about this, God. I'll go back to the Velvet Room again. I'm paying such attention.
Hello, trickster. You wish to browse?
I'm really
the
good at
entries?
this. I'm really
Will you
good.
be registering? Would you like to register? This persona has been registered in its present condition.
Okay, Lavenza, I'll
May
catch
luck
you
be on
later.
your side.
It's now time to do another quick save, and then we'll send the calling card.
I should write something.
Yeah, you can overget that one, that's fine. Okay, send the calling card. Yeah, I'm ready anytime! Haru, I take it we can leave this card's contents to you.
Yes.
Yes, I want to show Mami-san how I feel personally. You want to rest. I'll get to writing. Tomorrow's the big day. Let's give it our all, guys.
Late in the night. Looks like we've got another scene coming here. Oh.
Good evening, Raccoon. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could we meet up? I'd like to talk to you. If you have time, it would make me quite happy. I'll be waiting in front of the phone.
I do have time. Before I do anything, I'm going to quickly... Oh, are you serious? I can't use quick travel at night? Why? Why can't I use quick travel at night? What's so different? Unless the game's not going to let me leave this area. In which case, that'll be annoying because I wanted to get some stuff from the store. Let's find out.
Did you intend to go to Sapporo on your own? I wouldn't recommend it. Makoto will be rather upset with you. It'd be better for your health if you met up with Haru instead.
Yeah, the game's saying, you're not going anywhere. And I'm like... So it's not quite as awkward as Morgana telling me to go to bed.
We've got one. Is that all for today? Thank you. That's a popular Superior Ice. Is that all for today? Thank you. That's a popular Superior Ice. I'll see you again.
Apologise for not letting the audio play out on these, but I've seen them happen that many times. I just want to get through it as quick as I can. I've already slowed the screen down enough by hanging out in the Velvet Room, so I want to quickly get back to the main game. Excellent. Right, let's see what Haru wants.
I'm sorry to call you out so late.
Yeah. Ryuji's jumped in, giving a Pelex Sperm King on the chat. For real? Oh, go on, I'm going to really stuck up to her.
Thanks for being here. I wanted to talk to you about Mari-san. It's strange how I couldn't remember Mari-san until now. Even when Hasagawa-san said her name, it didn't quite occur to me who she was. But the moment she called me Haru-chan, suddenly, it felt like a lid popped open in my mind. My memories came pouring out. I remembered all these things about my childhood, about Mari-san. How could I forget someone I loved so much?
Ooh, right. Those two options are both terrible. You either do the... happens to all of us, or... came out of nowhere, huh? They're both bad choices. This is where you need to be a real crutch to say... When did you last think of her, or what were your best memories of her? And I'm saying that as a guy who's terrible at reading the room and has terrible social skills. Even I know these are bad choices. I'm gonna go for the lesser of two evils by talking about how it was a shock return rather than it happening to anybody.
I think what happened with my father affected me more than I realized. All the times we spent together. And the moment he passed away, I must have suppressed those memories deep within my heart. At some point, I got used to hiding things away. And I even forgot a good friend like Mari-san.
Again, lesser of two evils here. I don't think either of those answers are great.
Thanks for understanding. To be honest, I feel like I was running from the past again. A long time ago, I remember tagging along with Mari-san and my father during a golfing trip. I was so happy running around that I ended up tripping and falling. Then of course I started crying. Then all of a sudden, Mari-san came up to me and said, "Stop crying and get back up." And that shocked me at first because I always thought of her as an extremely gentle person. But because I knew she was so kind, I managed to stop crying and eventually got back up. I remember thinking Mari-san would never say anything out of place. I trusted her completely. At that point, Mari-san hugged me and said, "No matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again. Never forget that." Can you believe it?
And so obviously this is where we're going to see the narrative between these two once we've had the confrontation in the jail, in the birdcage, with the shadow form of Mari. And I get the feeling we're going to see those words repeated back to her. Kind of similar to what happened in Persona 5 and Royal with one of the palaces near the end of the game. I'm not saying anymore because I don't even though this game's set after Persona 5, I don't want to do too many spoilers in case people have come across the stream before it. It's happened to me in the past with certain games. I've done it myself.
I didn't quite understand back then, but I think I do now. There's more to good character than kindness. Being good means dealing with the bad in front of you. It means to take a stand, even when all you want to do is run away. To realize nothing will change if you keep ignoring reality. It's too late to save my father. But it's not too late for Mari-san. This time, I can change things around. I want to tell her exactly what she told me all these years ago. Yes. Thanks for hearing me out.
I wonder if that's got me any bond points.
Tomorrow, I'm going to do my absolute best. But for now, good night.
I mean, I didn't do it obviously for the bond points, but I wanted to just hear what she had to say. It's late. I should rest up for tomorrow.
Hey.
Sophia, yep.
Why is Haru so upset over Mariko Hyodo? I don't have a heart, so it's hard to understand. Why do people try so hard for others? I wonder if I'll ever know. Okay, I'll believe you. It may seem like a simple concept to you, but to me, it makes my mind go. But I am humanity's companion. I am here to learn and grow.
So here's a question for the Persona fans: who's the better artificial character, Aegis or Sophia? That'll cause an argument in the chat.
Good day, everyone. Are we ready to make Sapporo a paradise's purest snow? Then remember, on election day, please vote Mariko Hyodo.
Wow, that's corny as hell. We'll make Sapporo white as snow. On election day, please vote Mariko Hyodo.
What is that? A calling card?
Oh, it's real.
What's going on?
So Mariko's going to look at it and see it.
Mariko Hyodo, the false empress with a frozen heart. You are a cold manipulator who treats people as tools to be discarded. We find this unforgivable and will end your reign of abuse. In fact, we will take back the desires you stole this very night. This is...
Oh!
You're going to steal my desires? What a bald-faced lie! Those desires are mine!
Wow, that's really creepy, the way that it's actually...
I won't let anyone stop me!
This is the first time we've seen this shadow. All the other ones we've seen at some point before in the jails. I really like the way they've kept this in the back, and that's the way it's all hidden by the shadow. It's all purple. That's really creepy. That's awesome. As a body physics similar to Ursula from Little Mermaid in many ways, but I just love that because it's so little light in the scene. It really draws the attention of the eye. That's fantastic.
Very well. I was just beginning to work up an appetite.
Ah, so she's a glutton.
What you'll taste like. Perhaps I should gobble you up and find out.
Right. So she's a glutton. Okay.
Why are you
Mari-san. It'll all be over soon.
Yep. Time to fire at the music and get copyright claimed. I guarantee you that's going to happen. But this music will never get old. Just that lovely, crisp guitar picking at the start.
Now then.
Instantly gets the blood pumping, you know, oh yeah, it's about to go down. Alright, who have I got in the party at the moment? I've got Makoto, Haru, and Sophia. Anyway, Arista Jackie's back for another round of Persona. You are. We're literally just about to go into the main jail and face off against the big bad. I don't know if to switch out Makoto for Morgana. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give it a go. Oh, he's got skills in the background? Right, let's see what he's got available. Oh, Dioron. Oh, I've completely screwed that up. Apologies, guys. I won't take long with this. I promise you. Yep, Dioron is good, and Rakam will be replaced with Samurai Khan. That is definitely going to make a big difference. Asking me a quick question, have I grown a beard, Arista Jack? That's literally happened in a week. I have to shave very often, and I've basically just not had the time. That's the only. I've not done it on purpose. I've not decided to try and become an ancient mariner. That's not the reason for it. It's just that I've been literally bombed in the mornings. Right, I'm guessing she's going to be at the former government office.
Let's go. We need to...
Yeah, we need to change Mari-san's heart, and I didn't realise you were talking there, Haru, so I do apologise for cutting you off.
I should write something.
Okay, right, we need to head straight along here, and there's the chain, which is going to take us up to the birdcage in the Snow Queen Palace that we've got here. And you can see the desires.
Look, Joker! I think you can climb up those chains!
Okay, we're at max health. We're not messing around here. Let's go. Interesting. There's like a barrier up here to explore on, but there's nothing around here. Not that I can see anyway.
There aren't any shadows nearby.
No. Okay, right, well that was easy. Let's get going. The Cage of Gluttony. Yeah, I was right when I said she's a glutton.
Sorry about the wait. We're here to kick ass and...
Ryuji was just about... I almost spat my water then. Ryuji was about to quote a really old school 80s movie called They Live. I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Oh, you Rowdy Roddy Piper fans will know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh my god. That is grotesque. Wow, they've really made her shadow form nasty. That is... It's just the lips and the eyes. That's a really grotesque character model.
Who the hell is she?
Isn't it obvious?
That couldn't be... Mari-san? What on earth happened to her? I'm guessing this is Hyodo's distorted form.
What do you people want? You had best not get in my way. I'm almost there. We're a few more votes and I'll win re-election.
It's funny you should say that, Arista Jack. I think literally minutes before you joined, we saw like a version of this, but it was hidden in shadow. And I said that the body reminded me of Ursula from The Little Mermaid. You can definitely see the influence there, for sure.
This is wrong, Mari-san. Those votes you gathered by twisting the people's hearts are worthless. And if you don't stop your tyranny, your staff will collapse one by one.
I get why it's hard for you to trust people, but you still have to treat them with decency.
You shut your impudent mouth. I've done nothing wrong. I will bring out every ounce of corruption from my staff by working them into the ground. I'll silence all charlatans who betray me.
I mean, the idea of working someone so hard that they can't do anything corrupt, there's a warped kind of logic to it. If you're far too busy with a caseload you can't manage, you've not got time to take givebacks. There's a physiological explanation and logic there. I don't agree with it, but it does exist.
I will consume every last roach in the city. Whether these people agree with me or not. Only then will the safe haven, a radiant snow city that sparkles like winter.
Listen to him. When you take away someone's desire, you rob them of their agency, the ability to make their own decisions. So what good does it do to turn your loyal citizens into mindless drones? Isn't it better to let them arrive at their own conclusions? To follow their own hearts?
How dare you lecture me?
Good job, Noor. You tell her.
Say goodbye to the countless desires you stole. Because Beauty Thief and the Phantom Thieves.
Why does she keep calling herself Beauty Thief all of a sudden? She's like taking that name back. It was a joke from the Persona 5. And suddenly she's owned it. That wasn't something I expected.
Are about to take them back.
Honestly, they're all in my way. This is the last straw.
Here we go. How's she going to transform then? And we're going to literally fight a giant.
You've made me so very hungry.
Yeah.
It's dinner time, and the main course.
Oh wow, that is disgusting. That's nightmare fuel. Apologies if you're going to have nightmares now, people. I had no idea this was coming. All of a sudden, she's come like a cross between Ursula and the Marlboro enemy from Final Fantasy. Now, there's a horrifying thought for all you people who know both of those characters.
Shut your prissy little mouth! What would you know? I will consume all who oppose me, no matter who they are. You either eat or be.
I've just noticed the heaters are in the background. There must be a plan.
Let's go.
Now's not the time to stop your feet. Here she comes.
She's weak against psychic. That's useful to know. Unfortunately for her, I'm immune to ice. You can hit me with that all you want. It's not going to make any difference. I'm glad that I switched Makoto out. If nuclear attacks are useless. No, that's helpful. Right. Yeah, you can use Cyanide, of course you can. Oh, here we go. What the hell's she doing now? Oh, what the hell? Right, hang on a second. I wonder if I can drop any of the chandeliers on her. Yeah. I apologise for not talking too much at the moment. I'm busy fighting on. I'm busy in the battle. Ah, okay. Yep.
She's fully consumed with rage. Everyone, keep your guard up. Remind us you can handle this. Sure. You can feel massive damage from psychokinetic attacks. Wizard has stopped.
Oh yeah, payback time!
Right, I'll do my best. Say your prayers.
All out attack. Here we go. Not quite, but we're getting that.
More! There's still more! I must eat every last one of you!
Keep special attention on the top of the body. You'll actually see the original Mariko head there. So you have kind of like a 3x3 eyes kind of style monster. It's weak to curse, is it? I can do this all day. Also weak to psychic, just to mix it up a bit. Well, that was a disappointing second half of the fight, wasn't it? Ooh, right. Ailment boost versus... What do I get rid of here? Ew, tricky. Very tricky. Increasing ailments, so getting rid of that's no use at all. Go on, I'll get rid of technical adapt. You can relearn it later on.
Wait! Not yet! I won't let it end this way!
Give it up!
I need to wipe out all of Sapporo's injustice!
Please stop! Haven't you done enough?
What?
You're a kind person, Mari-san. And I know you've tried to shoulder all of this alone. The staff member who took bribes, the councilman who tried to set you up, even the girl who died in the accident. Each of these things grieved you, and in order to make a city where none of it could reoccur, you took action as you saw fit. Am I right?
As the mayor, I know very well that little girl's death was ultimately my fault.
But my staff betrayed me, all for their insatiable greed. I thought I could leave that awful position behind. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as that. Had I gone, I'd only be replaced by greedy scum. That's why I never stepped down.
So that's interesting. She was being set up to take the fall, take responsibility, but being encouraged to do it on the way out, which again is a very common thing. I've seen a lot of stories about this, about Japanese employment, where if a project fails, if a staff member gets something catastrophically wrong, not only do you take responsibility for it, you abdicate, you make way. So Mariko's unusual in the fact that she's defied that, which is very, very, very uncommon to say the least.
In this world, it's either eat or be eaten. And with circumstances so cruel, I decided I'd be the one doing the eating.
Even if every last one of my votes were false, at least I could use them to make the world a better place. But if I was replaced as mayor, Who would be there to honor that little girl's memory? An innocent girl lost her life, yet I could do nothing to stop the evil still afoot.
It's not too late to set this right. First, you must tell the people everything that happened. Then can you get a fresh start? But this time, on your own strength.
That would be impossible. I cooperated with those awful men to hide the truth. That way I could continue being mayor. There's nothing I can do.
Here we go. Yep, there's the words.
Are you just going to stay knocked down? You are a kind and strong woman, not someone who collapses over mistakes. So stand up and hold your head up high, because no matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again.
Isn't that...
Yes. You said that to me a long time ago. Even if you told the people the truth about the incident, there are those who would still see the good in you. Don't let your position ruin you. Think back to what you stood for.
She's right, Mayor. You can't give up.
If you tell everyone your side of things, they'll listen.
When my father died, I felt like my heart was going to break. But thanks to the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand strong and move forward. That's why I know you can too. Remember the part of you that taught me to get back up, no matter how many times I fall.
Yes. You're right. Thank you, Haruka. What I've done was wrong. I drove my employees to the brink and used a strange power to manipulate the votes. I was so driven by my personal agenda, I lost sight of how I originally felt. And why I ran for mayor in the first place. To make the city beloved by everyone. To give back to the home where I was raised. That's reason enough to take another step. I won't make this mistake again. I never needed this power from the start. Haru-chan, you've grown so much. Your father must be so happy in heaven.
Oh! Oh! Of all the things to say.
This place is collapsing! Let's go!
Yep, let's get out of here while we still can. We don't want to get caught in the falling ice avalanche storm. That wouldn't be much fun. No fun at all.
That took us quite a while.
Haru, you were fantastic. It was only because you were all with me. But I do wonder if Mari-san will be okay.
I'd say so. Her shadow disappeared like they always do.
Yeah, your feelings definitely reached her. I'm sure her heart has changed for the better. Well, I guess this wraps up the mission. We still need to confirm that the citizens are all back to normal. It'd be nice if we could do that right away.
Can we grab something to eat first? I'm hungry enough to pass out here.
He has a point. Battles can't be fought on an empty stomach.
The battle's already over, but still.
Can we try Genghis Khan? That delicious lamb barbecue dish? Ooh, that's a must in Hokkaido.
What? I thought we were finally getting lobster hot pot.
Since when did we decide that? Why would we when it's so damn hot out?
But if you think about it, isn't Genghis Khan also sort of like hot pot?
No way! Isn't it supposed to be barbecue?
Well, cooking Genghis Khan does require a utensil called a Genghis Khan pot. And you can't barbecue in a pot.
How did we get talking about this? Yeah, let's throw the third option out there just to annoy everybody.
True. Though sukiyaki is served hot pot style, its etymology does refer to grilling. I wonder why.
Does it even matter?
Morgana's like, I'm hungry!
Hey, was that a smile just now?
Go on, I'm gonna be syrupy.
Yeah, straight from Sapporo, it's Beauty Thieves' award-winning smile.
I'm relieved too. I thought you might be weighed down by all that's happened.
Indeed. She was so weighed down that she met up with our leader for a private midnight chat.
Okay, Yusuke, why are you stirring the pot? You know damn well that's gonna get daggers into Joker's neck now. The harem room is not Karen. Do not start trying to make it so.
Huh? Were you watching?
I can feel a strong bond with my friends. Increases ammo count for all party members. Oh, that could be useful.
Alright, Sophia. Find us the best Genghis Khan in Sapporo. Sophia?
Sorry.
Yeah, something's affecting Sophia. I'm wondering what it is. Something's not right there. Did you know about the mayor's abuse to staff? Isn't the mayor's approval rating kind of odd? Why was I supporting Hyodo again?
Well, everyone seems pretty normal to me.
Their fanatical support for Mariko Hyodo appears to have died down.
I'm glad they're back to their senses. What a drastic change. Just goes to show how powerful a monarch's influence can be.
Hey, guess what? Hyodo-san's holding a press conference right now.
Here we go.
Thank you all for taking your time to gather here today. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to share with everyone. As of today, I will be resigning from office. I do not intend to seek re-election either.
Falling on a sword.
During my time as mayor, I've betrayed all of your trust. You may think of me as a mayor who's earned your trust, but in truth, there's plenty that I'm ashamed of. The snow sculpture that collapsed was built by an unscrupulous company that bribed one of my staff. In spite of my responsibility, I neglected to see the finer details and went ahead with the construction. As a result, the sculpture ended up collapsing, and a girl's precious life was lost. Furthermore, I elected to cover up the truth. All so I could save my position. I've been garnering votes I didn't deserve in order to stay on as mayor. I betrayed everyone to protect myself and covered it up by allowing more wrongdoing. I am among the guilty. That little girl, she died because of me. As such, I will have the police reinvestigate the case and offer my full assistance. And again, I will drop out of the election and forfeit my position as mayor.
Short and sweet, but it's definitely explaining where she's coming from. And again, she's throwing it all
Seems
aside.
like Hyodo-san's made up her mind.
I wonder if she'll be arrested.
Good question.
Yoda was afraid that if she wasn't the mayor, she couldn't protect her people.
She could have told the truth and made her underling take the blame. But she was concerned about other evils potentially lurking in the shadows.
I think this turned out for the best. Mari-san wouldn't have wanted to hide her mistake forever. Zenkichi is on the line.
Oh, here we go. What's Gramps got to say?
Hey, you guys see Hyodo's press conference? Yep, you all did a bang-up job. Really, can't thank you enough. They plan on bringing Hyodo in as a key witness regarding the accident. I knew you'd want to analyze her phone, too. So I pulled a few strings, and now I'm her personal chauffeur. At least as far as the station. If you want, I can open up some time for you to talk to her. Just tell me where you want to meet.
Where we want to meet.
I'm sorry. How could you ever forgive me, Kaho-chan?
Mari-san.
Haru-chan. Listen, there was something wrong with me. It's like I was in a terrible dream. I don't know when it was that my heart grew so cold, but after what you told me, I remembered who I really was inside. When I became mayor, I wanted to protect the city and everyone in it as if they were my own family. I remembered that feeling. Thanks to you, I've finally been able to confront myself, and I realized that I was doing a horrible disservice to that girl. I had lost sight of reality and begun self-righteous. Nothing I did was for her sake.
But Mari-san, you were doing the best you could.
No, it's the truth. Had I not realized my mistake, I would have likely continued to hurt even more people. But that's not what Kaho-chan would want. So let me say, thank you, Haruji. Thank you for saving this city, for saving my family.
Mari-san!
Your father's recent passing must have caused you so much turmoil. I'm sorry I added to it. But if there's anything I can do for you in the future, any way I can be there, just ask me.
The only thing about this scene that kind of renders it a bit awkward is Morgana in Ren's bag. I can't help but get distracted by that motion while obviously this emotional scene is playing out between Mariko and Haru front and centre. My eye keeps being peeled off to the left because Morgana's there kind of like going coming out of the bag. It's an annoying attention to detail. I don't know if anybody else would have picked up on it, but I just can't help it.
I say this because you're a precious part of my family too.
Thank you so much, Mari-san.
Oh, Haru-chan.
I'm happy for you, Haru.
Yes, Sophia's definitely got something wrong with her.
I suppose I must get going. Though I am concerned about the state of affairs I've left our city in, I'll leave it up to my successor. An arrogant wretch like me has no place being the mayor.
Does that mean you won't be involved in politics anymore?
Yes, I'm too ashamed to show my face in public. And at my age, there are plenty of younger folks who can... Mayor.
Is this the mother of the child? I wonder.
You're...
I saw the news. So you're resigning. And you're leaving politics for good?
That's right. I've promised to step down and never...
You can't be serious!
Resigning won't bring her back. In fact, it won't change a thing.
Kaho.
Nothing can change what happened to my daughter.
Hey, shouldn't we get in there?
Hold that thought a moment.
No, stay back.
So you can't. You can't just run away. You need to start over and become our mayor again.
What?
When I was weeping with rage and grief, you stood there and cried with me. Instead of running away, you were there when I needed someone the most. I know your character more than anyone.
Ma'am, thank you for sharing your heart with me. Then I promise to both you and your daughter, I will stand back up and become your mayor again.
Mari-san.
I don't get it. I know this is a sad moment. Everyone is crying, but it also feels warm and kind. How would you describe this?
I'm not sure about either of these, to be honest, but it's not happiness in general, so I'm going to say joy.
I see. So that's why Haru helped Hyodo to transform sadness into happiness, recording valuable data. Sophia has learned happiness.
That must have been the mom of the girl who passed away.
You know, it seems like she really understood Hyodo's intentions. I'm so happy for you, Mari-san.
She reminded me of what Haru said in jail.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Like that? Hey, that was a tender moment. There's no need to react.
Yeah, but you played it so cool back there. It really touched my heart.
Go on, I'm gonna go all in at the top poker table.
Could you please forget it already?
Indeed.
You did good, Haru. It really was touching.
Hey, free music notes. I think I chose the right option. Go team, woohoo!
Well, we solved the problem with Sapporo. The question now is, what comes next? It doesn't seem we're making much progress until Senkichi gets back. Should we do some sightseeing while we wait? No, it's kind of late, I guess. At this hour, I would recommend the Ferris wheel over in Suzushino.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good idea! You should invite someone to come along.
Ah, so I can choose who to hang out with. Is that what I've got here? That's interesting.
Now then.
Now, as I say, when I played Persona 5 Royal, this is where I'd have been choosing Hifumi, but... Well, I couldn't even speak to her in Tokyo. There's no way she's going to be a Sapporo. So yeah, you can see I've got all the people available, and I think I can essentially hang out with who I want to hang out with. Ooh, this is tricky. Well, since she was my second choice in Royal, I'm probably going to go with Arn. But first,
That's what you're getting.
I'm going to restock all my gelato.
Super. Thanks for your visit. I'm back again.
Take the chance to get some more items.
That's a popular choice. Thank you. Is that all for today? Is that all for carrier items? Is that all for carrier? Thank you.
I'm hoping I'm going to get some new equipment soon for the party. But I get the feeling there's some quests involved in either the next jail or the previous jail here in Sapporo now that we've taken down the Monarch. Right. What I should do here is make this as my save state so I can see it for everybody else on a replay without having to go all the way through.
Oh, Ren, let's let your fans have a little relax a little. Are you gonna ride the Ferris wheel with Lady Ann?
Alright, let's go.
There's a Ferris wheel around here? That sounds like fun. Let's do it.
Whoa, amazing.
Wow, look, Ren. The lights are so pretty. The night sky may be beautiful, but you are even more dazzling, Lady Ann.
Bruh, why? Seriously, why? Also, this is the slowest Ferris wheel in the world.
Oh, I can see the tower by Adori Park. Look, it's so shiny.
Oh, look at Morgana moping.
She's not listening to me. Man, I had no idea it was a Ferris wheel right in the middle of the city like this.
So, say the views they're taking, cozy up to Lady Ann, or acknowledge the chip between the panther and the cat. I've already sucked up to Haru, so you know what, I'm going to plant the seeds, I'm going to go for it.
Whoa!
Meow! You saying I'm a third wheel?
Oh.
He's just kidding around. No need to pout like that. Still, it feels so strange to be here in Sapporo like this. I do a lot of travel for the photo shoots, and it's been both an eye-opener and a blast.
I do like the fact that we actually have seen the trajectory change, even though it's a really low-res backdrop.
But the time I spent with all you guys was really special to me. This church made that extra clear to me. Lady Ann, huh? Having all of you in my corner makes it so easy for me to keep pushing myself. So, thanks. It's time I return the favor and start helping others instead of always depending on them.
Oh, why? I've made something happen here, I wonder. This is a tricky one, this. I acknowledge how she helped Alice and it's like the first step and she can do more. I'll talk about what she did. Oh, this is a difficult choice. But she's talking about depending. And I get the feeling by saying I help all the time, it makes it sound like I'm talking down to Lex, say, but you do help us all the time. As if I'm belittling the point. I'm going to go with the helps Alice one.
Yay!
You think so? I'd love it if I really did manage to pull it off.
You pulled it off, definitely.
I have to say, hearing that from you is a big relief, Ren.
Oh yeah.
I think about going to see Alice when we get back to Tokyo.
You said you'd be a friend? She needs that more than anyone right now.
I mean, I did promise to be a friend and all. I should be there for her while she works on her comeback.
Plus, with her wacky clothesline, you can get some stuff for your photo shoots. Go all Lady Gaga in one of your things.
Oh, but the real world Alice won't remember any of that. Yeah, I bet I'll be able to reach her somehow. Don't you worry, Lady Ann. I'm sure the two of you will hit it off just fine. Thanks. I'll give it my best.
We enjoyed the Sapporo evening view together. Another free music notes, that's good.
So I went to talk to Hyodo, but nothing new came out of it. All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma. Not to worry, I have it with me. Here.
Now that's what I want to see. After reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Hyodo, Natsume, Alice, all three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil. At the very least, they're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces.
Yeah, exactly. And with the whole theme of them being jails, I've said this on previous streams, but I'll put it out there again for those who haven't seen the archives. With the fact that the palaces are now jails, and when you fight the gatekeepers, it's almost like you're in the depths of Mementos again with the red bars. I get a very anti-Velvet Room kind of feel to it. And that'd explain why Lavenza is talking about a coming calamity she's not aware of. And I still to this day maintain that I think Sophia and Emma are somehow connected. Kind of like Caroline and Justine were in the last game. Like it's kind of going full circle. That's what the narrative cues are telling me, but I might also be reading quite a bit too deeply into it. We shall see.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo. Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil monarchs prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone
Yep.
else must be doing the creating.
Exactly.
Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the Monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the Monarch and the desires held within. But if that were the case, why would traumatic memories the Monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist? Right. I think so too.
Yep. Hence the
that
jail.
door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in? You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what made them so warped in the first place? And stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. The monarchs really are birds in a cage.
From that perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose. They aren't there to prevent the monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the monarch's imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulation.
Absolutely, yeah.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed. But I did find traces of surveillance. Huh. I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into. I'm lost as to who it might be.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
Will they give me the
First
option?
suspect is Medice, the company in charge of Emma. Since you can't get into jails without Emma, I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Medice, huh? Too bad we can't just storm their headquarters.
Yeah, it would be a shame. It would be good if we could storm the headquarters in Kichi, but Phantom Thieves don't do things in reality very often. Meanwhile, Avian jumping in saying, "Hi, good evening to you. How are you doing?" They say, "Has it been one of those busy days today?" We managed to take down the first part of the Monarch. We had a very, very interesting shadow reveal. In case you missed it, very, very interesting design, really cool theme and boss battle, and yeah, I mean, having schedule issues, I've been there and done that many times, and I totally understand. So yeah, so as I was saying a moment ago, you missed us taking down the shadow version of the Monarch, Mariko. Very, very cool design, well worth checking out the replay for. Well, cheap plug from me there. And now we're basically figuring out that it seems that, like I said, the game's theory is that the Monarchs aren't actually in charge. Someone's imprisoning them with their traumas. So, obviously, there's a mastermind. And now we're figuring out who it might be.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
Not about a warrant.
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
You have a call from Ichinose.
Oh, here we go. What's she got to say?
Hi there! Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know.
And I finally realised who this character reminds me of. If any of you have seen the anime Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak Academy, there's a character in it called Chisayuki Zome, who's like a teacher and had a talent. Her voice and appearance are almost identical in some ways to Ichinose, and it bothered me when I first saw it. I'm sure I've seen that kind of character before, and that's where it was. So it seems the whole Persona Danganronpa crossover threads still weave between each other after all these years.
So I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech, not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside. But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Medice.
Okinawa? That's the deep south islands of Japan where the American military are based. It's basically like a mini Hawaii. Apparently it has the world's greatest aquarium there. I don't know that for sure, but I did go to an amazing aquarium in Osaka called the Kaiyukian Aquarium. And if you're ever in Japan, I highly recommend that. It's amazing.
Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more, and I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Medice apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public. When I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that? So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island. Well, guys, wasn't I a super stellar source of information? You just leave it to me. I've become I'm rather fond of investigating, actually. Well, guess it's
I'd like to. I'd like to be wrong for her to be a benevolent character now, but I'm not buying it.
So what did Ichinose-san say?
Brief recap from Ren as Futaba continues to glitch into the roof.
Okinawa?
That's a very long drive.
Waters? Shisa statues?
Since they're, by the way, they're in the van and they're up in Sapporo, they're probably looking at, if they're going to go by road, a 1,500-mile journey at least. It's a very, very long journey. And you see the point about Yukizome as well. It's just that she reminds me so much of her. I don't know if there's any kind of relation with the actors or anything, but just as soon as I saw her, I thought, yeah, I know who you are now. Or who you remind me of, should I say.
Juicy pineapples?
Shinsuko cookies?
Oh, that too! It's that ramen-like thing, yeah?
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going, but Kukujima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland. Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Wait, what about our precious feathermobile? We've taken it all this way.
That's what you're naming this thing?
Plus, you said it'd be dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Give me a second. Hey, what's up? Yeah, of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
His boss.
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear. Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little... well... Oh.
You got hung up on.
Yep, she could see the phone.
Okay, guys. Plane's a no-go. We're driving.
Huh?
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Did you say Kyoto?
Yeah, I knew you was going to go mad about that. Let's find out what it's about. I want to grill him. What's this about, dude?
Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff.
Oh, shit. If you primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department, why the hell were you in Tokyo answering to a detective in Tokyo? You gotta come up with a better cover story than that, you idiot. You are a bumbling detective, and I don't trust bumbling detectives. I've got my reasons. I'm not going to say any more than that.
After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance. Even to Kyoto.
Yep, about 1,000 miles.
Sorry, I'll do the driving.
You're tagging along?
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just... I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Yes, despite her sweet demeanour, Haru's a bit of a sadist. I can imagine her just going, POWER! And flying down the highway at breakneck speed. And breakneck being the key word, because we'll probably have a crash very quickly. And yes, very true, Avian, I have very little trust for any detectives. Again, I have my reasons.
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
Gramps is correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts?
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
With him all of a sudden. It's like he lit a fire under his ass.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
All right then, let's hit the road. I'll get you rascals there in record time.
Cue the IT crowd meme. We're all going to die. Meanwhile,
It's been a wild ride, but now we're even closer to the truth. Let's head out as soon as we're ready. Make sure you leave nothing undone.
Right. If this allows me to go into Central Sapporo, I do want to do some final shopping before I leave. Purely because I want to make sure I've got all the SP items I can get. As while I was off stream, I took on 2 of those ultra hard shadow monsters, the one in Alice's Palace and the one in Natsume's. They were both difficult, but both beaten. Ah, looks like they're not restocked. Boo! Boo, the stores haven't restocked. That means I'm not going to be able to go to the main town. I get the feeling the games I'm playing is, it's night time, you're not going anywhere card. But I do notice Haru's on the map. Oh no, I can go to Sasashino. Excellent, okay. Ah, and there's Ann and Makoto.
Sorry, Ren. Makoto and I tried this place earlier. And the food tasted just as amazing as it looked. We had a great time. It had the calories to match too. We should probably get a butts gear and work it all off. That parfait probably had around 500 calories or so. Nothing an hour of running would fix.
What?
An hour? That's worse than I thought it was going to be.
You're not run with me, Ann.
I suppose we should say goodbye to Sapporo. It's too bad we couldn't stay a little bit longer. Sad. Nothing came out. I was really hoping we'd see one. Came out? What do you mean? Futaba told me that ghosts have been known to appear in Sasashino. Can we maybe save this conversation for later?
Yep, because guess what? Despite being a badass fist fighter, she's afraid of ghosts. I can only buy one, unfortunately. Revise one fallen ally to full HP. Wow, nice. I wish I'd seen that earlier. I could have probably picked a couple of those up. Never mind, at least I've got one now before I'm leaving. I want to visit the pharmacy as well, because the pharmacy has a really good SP item that gives like 30 SP back. Yeah, there we are. Cod liver oil candy. How much do you not want to eat that? Candy with cod liver oil in it. Yeah. I mean, it's not as bad as that disgusting soda that Yusuke told us on the last stream, which I really don't even want to repeat.
Grad's gonna be driving all night, yeah? We should probably get something to help stay awake.
Indeed.
How about this one? 8 heads of sleeping Slay's terror. Unstoppable Orochi, 50 mil.
Shit sounds kind of dangerous.
Yeah, it does. I also want to get some food. Oh, yakitori restaurant. I'll buy that. Get some yakitori, that's always good.
Yes. You done? Want your receipt at all? Here you go. You done? Want your receipt? You done?
Yeah, that's the one I was on about, Avian.
Here you go. At all?
The milk with like fish guts or something, yeah.
Want your receipt? You done?
And I'm the one that tried to cough up. I'm not the only one who tried to cough up, mind. And even I don't want to try that ghastly concoction. Though thankfully I've got an out because I'm vegan, I can't have fish. Dodge of the century. For everybody else, you don't need to make an excuse. Just don't touch it. Simple as that. Don't go near it.
I could be mistaken, but everyone in there seems very happy. Boy, I hope we can throw our own celebrations soon.
What you looking for? Oh, that's dope. Sweet, thanks.
Yeah, so I want to clean out all the stores here before we leave Hokkaido. If I'm not going to be able to come back here, I want to make sure I've got everything I can before I leave.
Welcome. It's a popular product. Here you are. Is that what you'd like?
Please.
Here you are. Come again.
Come again. Let's go to ramen shop as well. Get some ramen.
Take again. Is that all? Here you are. Thanks and come again.
So I'm loving the really slick music. I'll go find Futaba and Haru as well and talk to them. Because I talked to the others.
I could be mistaken, but everyone in there seems very happy.
Yeah, so in other words, they're seeing all the drunks. I've kind of realised that it's been more than 18 months since I've last had an alcoholic drink. And I don't miss it. I'm actually really rather pleased about that. The days of me being a booze hound are well behind me. Which is a good thing, because it's not a good look. It really isn't. They're both by the fountain, I think. Yeah, they're both together.
Yo, check this out, Ran. The detail on this thing is unreal.
It's a wooden bear statue.
Those eyes, their face, and see how it looks like it's actually moving? Inori would probably have a lot to say about that. I saw it and just had to have it. Apparently it carved these from trees around here. Makes sense seeing how it's solid wood. I'm more interested in collecting PVC figures and stuff, so I've never had too much interest in this kind of thing. Still, I know how cool when I see it. Do me a favor and put this in the hideout, okay?
Yeah, we got a wooden bear statue.
I should write something.
Which is an item. An infernal red orb. Holding a salmon in its mouth, apparently.
Sapporo's given me some wonderful memories. Which reminds me, I bought this at the general store, and I was hoping you'd hold on to it for me. If I ever fall down and start crying again, I want you to show me this. It reminded me of all that happened here, and that people can always get back up no matter what.
Ah, the saliva. I thought it said saliva charm. It said salvia charm. I was about to go, but no. I just realised what it was at the last second. And it nulls forget, which is nice. By the way, for beating those really dangerous shadows, I got some new charms which I've yet to equip. One of which gives a 10 boost for endurance, the Gaia Belt. And then we've also got the Tights charm, which pluses luck by 10. So that's kind of worth unlocking. I'm just wondering if I should have unlocked him so early, but I managed to do it anyway because I'm, well, over-leveled. We all know that.
Now then.
Oh, well, so much for that. I've accidentally saved over the slot away to keep it as a separate slot. Never mind. I'll be checking out everybody else in the Ferris wheel on New Game Plus now. Ah, we can literally go to the next city, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, all the requests are done, so that's fine. Don't stick around here.
This should be helpful. What are you selling?
Nothing to sell.
There's a sale happening. Now's your chance to shop. How many would you like? You want this one? Thank you very much. How many would you like? You want this one? Put it to good use, okay? How many would you like? You want this? Put it to good use, okay? How many would you like? You want this? Thanks for your patronage. You want this one? Thank you very much. How many would you like?
So you got such a cute voice, Sophia.
Put it to good use, okay?
Yeah, she saw that right. I've got the maximum amount.
You want this one? You're buying quite a bit. You want this one? You're buying quite a bit. How many would you like? You want this one? Thank you very much. You want this? Put it to good use, okay? You want this? Put it to
We got the smooth jazz music behind the store as well.
You want this one? You're buying quite a bit.
I can afford it.
You're buying quite a bit. How many would you like? You want this one? Put it to good use, okay?
It's better than buying a gold bar, like happened in Tokyo.
Thanks for your patronage. You want this? Thank you very much.
All the ingredients are useful for cooking. And you can get some really good SP and HP items from them.
Thank you very much. How many would you like? You want this? Thank you very much. How many would you like? You're buying quite a bit. How many would you like? Thank you very much. How many would you like?
And that's that.
Good use, okay?
I've still got 1,000,000 yen after all that. So it looks like it's time to leave. Here we go.
What are you gonna do?
Are we heading out? Okay, we're off to Okinawa.
Ready? Hurry up and take a seat. So we have got some dialogue scenes to sit back and enjoy now.
Would you like me to drive for a while?
Don't worry about me. You just
Ah, Ren's riding shotgun.
a long way to go.
Are you sure?
You kids don't need to be worrying over an adult like that. This is nothing for me.
To be fair, you are an excellent driver. Dear V, body tends to shake a lot more when I'm behind the wheel.
I may not look it, but I used to patrol in a squad car. Driving second nature to me at this point. Yep, every day. Back when I manned the police boxes.
How tough is it, being police?
Well, it sure ain't easy.
Right, well, he's talking there. It sounds like a lie to me because he mentioned about manning police boxes. They're known as koban. That's a Japanese word for them, and they're literally tiny little police kiosks, kind of similar, almost similar to newsstands. And you literally go in the very local police. Most people don't very rarely get involved in them. In fact, the only encounters that most people who are foreign encounter is when the police has to see your passport because of the ID rules in Japan. So often you don't really see much of them. They're very, very sleepy. And I've never seen any cop cars coming and going from them in all the times I've been in Japan. Was I paying attention the right way though? I don't know. I can't answer that one for you.
Oh, right. You're studying to become some police bigwig, aren't you, Nijima?
Yes, but I've only just begun.
Wouldn't really recommend it myself. This job's nothing but hell. Your hours are a mess. You get transferred all over the place. Anything goes down at the scene, you get blamed.
Maybe so, but my heart's set on it, no matter how tough it may be. Thank you.
Well, if your heart's set, then do what you gotta do. But as your future senior, I'll share this. The harder you work, the more you wind up putting the people in your life on the back burner. Criminals don't care about your schedule. Tragedies don't care. You'll barely see your own home.
Why am I getting so many red flags here? You know, you put all the things on the back burner, you lose connection to your family. Yeah. I'm sorry, Gramps. I don't trust you.
Sit on that for a bit. Then decide if the force is right for you.
Well, I am already quite aware. Speaking of, don't you have any family waiting for you at home?
Good question.
Go on, let's be a douche. Let's ask the difficult question.
Oh, can it? Just mind your own business. Let's just say you've got to think about yourself before you can worry about anyone else.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
What's up now?
You just reminded me of my father, is all. He was an officer, too. Unfortunately, he lost his life on duty.
I mean, technically that wording should be his life in the line of duty, but it's Pepsi and Coke, really.
I see.
He took his job a lot more seriously than you seem to, but when you boil it down, you two are actually quite similar.
You shouldn't diss your father so badly, comparing him to me. So, Nijima, when you were little, your old man probably wasn't home often either, was he? How'd you feel about that?
Well, in retrospect, I'm very proud. My father was an officer who acted on his beliefs, all the way to the end. He taught me that his duty was to keep people from being hurt. It may just be his influence on me, but I think becoming an officer is still an admirable path in life.
If only that were always true. Our ability to help is restrained. The shrewder and more malicious the target, the less we can actually serve them justice. Held back by superiors, held back by the red tape, held back by all sorts of laws. The only thing the police do is obey orders, even when they involve total injustice or an absence of human logic. Basically, the cops I see every day are nothing but a bunch of spineless dogs. And that includes when I'm looking in the mirror.
And there's no one else in the RV reading a case of, I'm telling you what you want to hear because I know you don't trust the cops. I want to get closer to you by showing that, yeah, you're right to hate cops, but we hate our job as well. It's called manipulation. At least that's my read on it. Go on.
I've heard about it. I'm impressed you never cracked under it all. But anyway, that wasn't what I was getting at. I meant, when you were still just a kid, how did you feel about your dad rarely being home, Nijima?
Oh, when I was younger? I did understand that it was part of his job, but I do remember missing him still. But at least I always had my sister with me.
I see. Sorry to bother you with all that. You guys had better get to sleep already. If we run into trouble while you're all too tired, I'm the one who'll be in real deep shit.
One music note, so evidently some of the wrong choices were made there. Well, looks like we're going to be at a rest stop by the sounds of it. Nope.
I slept so much that even sleep's boring now. Well, is anyone feeling peckish yet? Although I suppose we've nearly reached Kyoto.
Come on, Ryuji. Make us laugh.
Tell me to perform for you. I ain't some comedian.
Shit, not now. Well, I guess there's no reason not to. Go ahead. Make it quick, though. Just say I'm driving, and then I'll call back later.
Akane Aware from Danganronpa, is that you?
Hello? It's way past noon. Where are you? Don't tell me you forgot what day it is.
Uh-oh.
We were supposed to visit Mom's grave together.
Do I make him sound like a douche who's forgot his own mother's grave? Do I sound like a total stranger? Oh, How much do I want to fuck with him? How much do I want to twist the knife? I'm gonna go with the middle one.
Huh? Who is this? Please give him his phone back. Driving? Oh, I guess that makes sense.
What is it? Who's calling?
Is it some kind of emergency?
Why don't you just pull over, Gramps?
Do I hear a bunch of girls in there? You're an asshole! You're just out partying now, aren't you?
Not me this time. I wasn't the one being the douche. I didn't slow him down the river. I didn't tell her what she didn't want to hear. For once, I'm completely innocent in this one. I'm not the douchebag here. Neither are the girls, to be fair, but I'm not that guy.
Ooh, she sounds pissed.
You really are the worst! Don't bother coming home again. You don't even deserve to visit Mom's grave.
She hung up.
I don't know the details, but is everything all right?
I see.
So, who was that anyway?
My daughter?
Daughter? You have one?
Yeah, damn it. Sorry, time to floor it. Hang on to your seats, kids.
Nonsense. Don't buy it. I don't buy that that's his daughter and he won't go to his... I do not buy that at all.
Okay, we're in Kyoto city limits. Is this good? I really have to go. Just park this somewhere and check out the temples or something. I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Wait, tomorrow? Where is their overnight?
Sophia?
What in the heck?
He's been in quite the state since that phone call earlier.
Maybe plans to keep, or something.
Based on my deductions, today seems to be the day Zenkichi's wife passed away. He is due at her grave to pay respects.
Zenkichi-san's wife passed away?
That's why his daughter demanded to know where he was.
Zenkichi. He could have just told us what was going on.
Also, wasn't the way she was talking to him, like, really bad? Especially for today?
You see, I don't buy it. It's just too convenient. Way too convenient. I know he said that you keep your family and you push them aside and everything else, but this doesn't add up. I don't like it.
She was enraged by the sound of young female voices. She surmised, "You're just out partying right now, aren't you?"
Whoa. Talk about getting the wrong idea.
That's terrible. We need to go straighten things out with her right away.
I saw him go up the main road. There must be a cemetery around here.
I have found only one cemetery in the vicinity. He will be there.
We're doing a stakeout. It's not out of concern that I'm there. I want to find out what he's doing and who he's seeing.
Sorry, I'm late.
She's got a forehead bigger than
I'm not here
Paro's.
for excuses. Go have fun with your girls. Goodbye.
No, you don't understand. I'm on the job right now.
Do not come near me again. Got it? Can't even catch Mom's killer. Can't even look your daughter in the eye? Of course. You refuse to face up to anything, the way I see it. You're no father to me.
Well, you know...
What do we even do? We really crashed that ship. She's really eviscerating him.
This whole thing is entirely our fault. We're the ones who should explain everything.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Hang on a second. Please?
Go on. I'll play the neutral card. Maybe he's a good guy after all. Maybe I'm being too hard on him, but I still don't trust it. I'm suspicious.
Who are you? Huh? And why are...
She's totally suspicious of us. I would be too, but... Sorry to barge in on this, but please, we have to tell you something first.
Why did you come here? I told you, wait until tomorrow.
Well, we are the ones responsible for upsetting your daughter.
Kane-chan, right? We're working a case together, so we were all traveling as a group until he ran off to meet you. Since your father volunteered to handle the driving, he answered the phone instead.
So when I talked to you... He was driving us all to Kyoto. We're so sorry we upset you.
Oh, I see. In that case, please excuse my awful behavior. I'm sorry for jumping the gun and making a scene like that.
Whoa, she's so well behaved. She's already more mature than Ryuji.
But for real, you sure don't seem like you'd be his kid.
You shut up.
So, Akane-chan, you and your dad made a promise about today, right?
I wonder if Ryuji's just showed himself to be the smartest person in the room by saying that she doesn't like to be his daughter. Again, I'm probably out on an island here, but I just don't like this. Something about this rubs me up the wrong way. I'm suspicious of it. Possibly too suspicious, I must admit.
We are so sorry he got here late. That's totally our fault, too.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, Akane. I promise. I really did remember it was today. It's just... this case is dragging us all over the place, and...
What's so funny? Also, you told me none of this. Couldn't you have simply explained all this to me before today?
She's ripping into him at an adult level.
Do you think she's so cold to her father on such a day?
You know how the police can't talk about active cases and stuff, right?
Cold to him on a day like today. So Gramps has brought us here because he suspects there's a jail and his daughter, maybe. I'd like to be wrong on that, but I kind of get the feeling that's not a coincidence that Yusuke has just said being cold to him on such a day like today. Smacks of a distortion flag.
That's right. In the Force, any information about a case that leaks to the public could ruin all our hard work.
Come on, just cut him some slack.
Ryuji!
Sure, I don't got a right to talk, considering all the hell I put my own mom through. But he's taking care of you, right? So don't go biting his head off over this.
Yeah, if I did that to Sojiro, it'd probably take him the better part of the year to recover.
I mean, it's not like...
We're not trying to pile on you, though. I'm sure you have your own reasons for what you said.
But his delay really was because of work. Please, at least don't blame him for that.
Yeah, I'll go with the bottom option.
I understand.
Thank you, Akane-chan.
We especially regret causing trouble on such an important day.
May we pay our respects as well?
Sure.
Guys, thanks.
Don't sweat it. Don't forget you owe us one too, Zenkichi.
Hey, zip on the lips, cat. I am not.
Don't worry, Akane can't hear a thing. Come on, let's go pay our respects.
I'm amazed she didn't actually say to him, why are you talking to a cat there? Am I the only one that's missing this? Unless, of course, she can understand him.
2 years. How the time flies. It was...
Well, I should go home.
Oh, well, why don't we go together? I'll order some takeout.
No, thank you. I want nothing to do with you.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
Akane!
That animation for the water was a proper stick up the butt kind of animation.
Is she icing Gramps out or what? This isn't just some teen rebel thing.
But she's so polite, too. I really wonder what could have happened.
Hey, sorry about all that. You guys really did save me back there. I've got to get home, but I'll see you all tomorrow. Be in touch.
My radar suggesting this is going to... If I'm right, and it is that she's got a jail, this would fit in with Futaba being the one who unlocks it because of what happened with her in Persona 5. All the pieces seem to fit there. If it doesn't end up being that, then they've managed to set up a whole plotline which could have been a lot more interesting. We'll find out.
Fine by us, but you sure you're good to just go home like that?
Don't worry. She's just at that age. You know?
I know you don't get home too often, but is everything okay there? Akane-chan's eating well and all that?
Yeah, my wife's parents are just next door. She just shuts herself up in a room every day.
Mm-hmm.
From what they tell me, she always eats in a room. Easy packaged and stuff.
Really? It's that bad?
Yep. All the seeds are definitely forming in a row now because that's exactly the same behaviour Futaba had in Persona 5.
I'm always at work, so I really don't know anything about her diet.
She's a growing young lady. I hope she's at least eating well.
I mean, I send her money at least. She's already a third year in middle school. I'm pretty sure she's set in her ways.
Yeah. After what we put her through, I want to at least do something nice for her today.
Her dad's taken decent care of us so far. Why don't we treat him and the kid to a nice meal?
That's a great idea. I'd like to speak more with her. We can even help cook.
Sounds like we'll need to stay over tonight. Let's make sure we pick up plenty of groceries.
I've got loads from Sophia, don't worry about it.
Everyone, after Akane.
Huh? Wait a minute! You can't just invite yourselves over like that, damn it! Hey, you damn kids! Are you seriously crashing my place?
Well, if I'm wrong about this, then that's awesome. It'd be nice to see a trope broken where it's someone you can trust. But again, I just don't like it. There's definitely something in the background, and I just don't... You know, they always say that the closer someone gets to you, the more dangerous they are, if you know what I mean. There's an old phrase, isn't there? Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. And that's why, again, despite all of this, it all seems too convenient. I still don't trust it.
Am I just talking to myself here?
I'd like to be wrong, though. It'd be nice to be wrong over this one. It'd be nice to not get it right for once. It'd be nice for something obvious to not pay off in the way I don't want it to. So I'm actually kind of rooting for this to not be too deep.
Please pass the potatoes.
Oh, of course. No need to be so formal with us. We can keep it real.
Why aren't we seeing the kitchen?
Okay, thanks.
You got it.
Akane, would you mind helping me cut the carrots?
Okay, sure.
Well, they seem to be getting along in there.
I guess she's warming up to us, huh? I seriously didn't think that could happen when we first met her.
I can no longer sit idly by. I want to help too. I got it. I'll find an award-winning recipe and
Chill your circuits, Sophia. The curry always tastes good when you make it together with someone.
Is that so?
I can't believe you've all raided my house like this. You guys have some serious nerve. Although, I can't remember the last time this place felt so alive.
Hey, so, Gramps? You don't gotta answer if you don't wanna, but what happened with Akane's mom?
I mean, I'd hate for him to have a jail Zenkichi. And I kind of don't think they would do. If they did, that would be a rehash and a half. So I don't think that's going to happen. At least I really don't want it to.
Vehicular manslaughter. A hit and run.
So that's what she meant.
Pardon me while I sigh here, people. That as well is a rehash. I'm not going to say what from, because I don't want to spoil it. But that as well is a rehash. I'm sighing here. I'm sighing because I'm like, really? We're really retreading that ground?
She said something about the killer too, right? They ever get caught?
No case was ever pursued. Any suspect is way out of my reach. It's none of your concern.
Yeah, we are retreading this.
But
Hey, would you help put the finishing touches on this?
Come on, off to work. It better be worth the hassle.
If it ends up being like Sejiro's curry, then the guy will love it.
So good. Oh, these vegetables in Kyoto make curry so amazing.
Let me try. This is delicious. I'll have to report this back to Sojiro.
yeah, I knew he'd lose it.
Curry that moves diners to tears? I wish I could try it.
How would that even work?
I want some too, but it's still too hot.
Don't worry, Morgana. We'll be sure to leave some for you too.
The brains of the operation thinks of everything.
I'm quite jealous of you, Meowgana.
Excuse me? Meowgana?
I can't believe I didn't think of that pun. Oh, that's genius. That's amazing. Meow. Can't believe I didn't think of that one. That's brilliant. That is amazing.
Who are you talking to?
The kitty.
Just myself.
No.
Anyway, how's our curry, Akane-chan? Do you like it?
Is it good, Akane?
It's delicious.
Good. I'm glad.
We'd better keep our mouths shut here, Sophia.
Oh, man.
The camo eggplant curry gives this curry an amazing flavour. And I have eggplant. I brought some down from Sapporo, so hopefully that's a new recipe. Hey, it is. Hey, brilliant. The Kyoto curry recipe.
Did you just come up with a new dish? I can't wait to try it out. Oh man, I could eat this all day. Time for another round.
Not today, Futaba. I'm taking another helping first.
All right, break it up. There's still more than enough to go around.
It really is good. Do you think I could make it by myself?
I agree. You're very quick to learn. You'll be a curry master in no time.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
Oh, I've got an idea. Want to take a bath later, Akane-chan?
Huh? A bath?
That's the best way for us girls to get to know each other better. I can teach you all the supermodel secrets to glowing skin.
Really? Oh, that'd be great. I'd like to learn those too. Mind if I joined you?
Come on, how big do you think the bathroom is here?
Went off to share a bath together. That's technically a rehash as well, but not really.
You really saved my ass back there. The place may be cramped, but it's yours for the night. Who the hell would ever guess the Phantom Thieves are a bunch of softies?
If someone is suffering, it's only right to provide aid when possible.
Yeah, we just do what we know we gotta do.
Help the weak and crush the strong. That's the Phantom Thieves way and always will be.
And we never forget when someone provides us a meal or a roof. Ever.
Oh, really?
Look at that smile.
At any rate, I still wanted to thank you guys properly. It's been a long time since I've seen Akane so happy.
So, Gramps, about what we were saying earlier.
Sorry. A whole day's driving, finally catching up to me.
Mhm.
You were saying, Sakamoto?
It's nothing.
Sorry, but I gotta hit the hay. Would you guys mind hanging out with Akane in her room for a bit? She's into some kind of online thing. Something to do with some show about her faves? Clearly, I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure she'd be happy to fill you guys in on it.
Roger that. We got you covered. Hear that? We've accepted a mission.
We waited for the ladies to finish their bath, then headed to Akane's room. That'll be a cramped fit, because bedrooms in Japan aren't big at all. Or at least they're not normally. Not commonly big, anyway.
Good God!
Is it all nerd stuff?
So,
Yep, she's a Phantom Thief.
yeah.
She's a fan.
Is this really all? I didn't even know they made this much stuff.
Well, they are real famous, you know. I'm pretty sure some of these were only posted on super obscure websites, too. There are even some handmade ones. It's too much, isn't it? I know, it's lame.
It's interesting, if you actually look into the background, you can see a ton of Easter eggs for it. Like, for example, you've got the rats that they turned into in the final palace of Persona 5 and a later palace in Persona 5 Royal. We've got the Arsene figurines of different heights and styles. On the right hand side of the screen, you've got the die-cast models of the actual thieves and thieves get up. There's actually some amazing kit here. There's some really obscure ideals. And you've even got the badges on the board, which is similar to the skill badges that are found in the menu in terms of things you can unlock as part of the friendship points, or the, what's it called? The companion points, whatever it's called. So, interesting. So we got ourselves a fangirl.
No, that's not it, Akane-chan. You're into the Phantom Thieves, yeah?
Huh? Well, yeah.
Which would make it even more interesting if she had a jail now. That'd make it even more interesting. But obviously it's not going to go that way.
How neat. We're all the same then. Huh? You mean you're...
Yup. We're, huge Phantom Thieves fans.
Right! I love the Phantom Thieves. Go Phantom Thieves! Change their hearts and all that stuff.
Right, go on then. I'm going to go with the Bullet Club. Phantom Thieves 4444 Life.
Really? Awesome! I'm into the Phantom Thieves because they seem like the only ones changing this crappy world for the better. They're not just fighting with their lives to save the people in trouble. They inspire people to be stronger, too. They've got up to 8 or 9 members, but all their identities are still a mystery. From the footage gathered online, they all seem so cool. I can't help but wonder who they really are.
You think with, like, you know, with the models and the way they've been made, as someone who's a fan, might not have been able to put them all together, but Haru's got a very distinctive look, for example. That's pretty obvious. You can also piece together Arn's quite distinctive look as well. But then again, I suppose Akane is young, so she doesn't see that clue right in front of her. And again, what better task for the Phantom Thieves in concealing their identity by standing right in front of your biggest fans and refusing to reveal who you are? That's very mask superhero wearing, isn't it? Very hiding in plain sight.
Especially the one who's always in the middle. I think he's the leader. He's so mysterious and dreamy.
And typical of any Persona protagonist, they have the powers for all the girls to fall in love with them. It seems to be the ultimate wish fulfillment, that you're the one that everyone wants. That's how the games always seem to be. I always liked it when games set you up with that thing and then you never got the girl. Like in the Outrun series, for example, the guy who drives the Ferrari, he's got this cool, suave style to him, and he leans back in the car and everything else. And whenever he's about to take his romantic date to do something, he always like falls on his arse or does something stupid and gets made a fool out of. And I've always liked that style rather than actually being followed through on where everyone wants you. It's just more interesting.
Like the Phantom Thieves, huh?
Damn, Kane-chan is so awesome.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to rant like that.
It's no problem at all. I'd love to hear more about the Phantom Thieves.
Great! Oh, you know, maybe I could let you in on the show.
What show?
It's a live stream that's sort of all about the Phantom Thieves.
Mishima, is that you?
How interesting.
Are we going to see a cameo from Mishima?
Sounds like a great show. Okay, just give me a sec. It's almost time.
Mishima was talking about doing a film, wasn't he, in Persona 5, in his confidant? Minor spoilers, by the way, for the game, in case you've not seen it before there, people. I wonder if this is going to be anything to do with him. It'd be nice if he appeared, but I get the feeling he won't. Let's just got a little Arsene.
It's been some time since we last met, fellow Phantom Thieves. Let us enjoy our time together tonight. Phantom Thieves superfans across the world.
She mentioned a stream, but I didn't realize she was the streamer.
And to be fair to her, she does better voice acting in the other characters than I do. She does way better voice acting than I do in the other characters.
What? It's like a totally different personality.
Yep.
So this is the online thing she's into?
I think she's doing the voice for that action figure.
Is she copying you?
It is time to express our gratitude for the Phantom Thieves from the bottom of our hearts.
The channel has over 50,000 subscribers.
But everyone, please subscribe to my channel. She's dwarfing me. I've been doing this for all longer as well. I'm feeling very inadequate all of a sudden here, people. I don't even have 10,000 for that. Yes, I'm the minuscule channel here. All you people watching my stream, you're super elite. You're in the elite crew. No one knows about me, which is a good thing.
That's easily a mid-tier account. I bet she's pulling in a decent income from this.
Oh, really? Should I go be a special guest?
So there are other supporters of the Phantom Thieves beyond the fan site alone.
It's embarrassing to admit, but it feels kind of nice.
My dear freaks, I'm sure you're aware of the Phantom Thieves' celebrated comeback. As of today, 3 more incidents fitting their MO have surfaced across Japan. This is cause for celebration. Let us welcome the return of the Phantom Thieves with open arms.
She really acts the part.
Maybe she's just in an extra good mood? Her dad did come home today.
I have to agree. She reminds me of when my own dad would finally come home.
Really? You streamed like this too? What did you call it? Rest of the Phantom channel?
Yep, he's still sat on calling her Fist of an All-Star, basically. That's like the... Well, in their showtime together, as she did the actual punches, that's exactly what she was doing. She was doing the 100 crack Fist of an All-Star from Fist of an All-Star.
You really want to find out?
Well, that's basically what an episode's like.
That was great. You're an excellent showrunner. The spectators seem really into it too.
Oh, thanks. I've been doing these ever since the Phantom Thieves first popped up last year.
Kids these days are so impressive.
Really, Grandma? I admit, my grades are kind of slipping. I should probably scale back on the live streams for a bit, especially with high school entrance exams coming up now.
In that case, would you like some help studying?
Mm-hmm.
You mean it?
The ex-student council president.
Would anyone mind?
Ryuji would. I could sell her out for it, but it wouldn't be a good option. But yeah, the ex-student council president is riding to your aid.
Oh, thank you.
And you could do that with the parentheses anytime you deal with factorization.
Wow, thanks, Makoto-san. You're a really good teacher.
I'm glad to hear this is helping. Okay, on to the next one.
Good thing we left this to Makoto. No way we would have been any help.
Yeah, they weren't exactly falling over themselves for us to help out anyway.
Thank you so much for doing all this for me.
Oh, it's the least I could do. We had to make up for intruding last minute and everything.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, like, I'm glad you did. It's been a long time since I hung out with someone.
What about your friends?
Well, I grew up in Tokyo, so I don't really have any friends here.
Really? I thought your father was in the Kyoto police.
After Mom's accident, he transferred here from Tokyo.
Then why is he back in Tokyo?
Live here.
He seems like a good dad. He probably didn't want you to be all alone all the time.
Yeah, that's not it. He just wants to blow me off and go get drunk every night. Not just that. Mom was murdered, and he won't... I'm sorry.
It's all right. You've been through so much, Akane-chan.
I've just been so depressed ever since Mom died. I wasn't having fun with stuff like I used to. Before I even knew it, all my friends had ditched me.
I see.
But nowadays, I'm doing a lot better thanks to my subscribers.
Yeah, this definitely still has the seeds for a jail to me, because she's basically isolated herself from the outside world, so she's lost her physical connection. And if she is basing her subscriber base off people being friends with her on Emma, that gives her an input to influence people and give desires. Now, it might be very similar to a previous palace from Persona 5, where it's not really about a benevolent, like a malevolent kind of issue. Her victim is that she's got her grief for her mother and her detachment from her father. And anytime there's mention of what he's not doing in connection with the case, that's driving the thing. That's the narrative points it seems to be suggesting. But again, I might be reading way too much into this. I often do that.
When I'm not streaming, I get really lonely.
You want to know something? I lost my mother when I was young.
And that...
At that point, my father had to raise my sister and me all by himself.
I do love the little callback to Persona 5 here, by the way, that we've got Buchimaru's pencil case on the table. It's a little small crumb, but it's nice that it's there. It's nice to see it's there and consistent.
Not only that, he was a police officer too. He would always be home so late, if at all. It happened so often that I really believed for a while that he didn't care about us. But one day, he was struck by a vehicle during an investigation, and he passed away.
I had no idea.
I had so many regrets at that point. I especially wished I'd shared more with my father. He had worked so hard for our family and the public. And I never thanked him at all for it. Just thought over and over. There's so much I wish I could say. I know it's not my place to speak on your father and your relationship. But even still, I wish you could find a way to not blame your father for his work.
But he... It's nothing. Sorry.
If it's okay with you, would you tell me what happened between you and your father?
I saw him. The man that ran Mom over.
What?
But they never arrested him. The secretary left behind some suicide note. Apparently it said, "I'm the one who ran over that woman."
That doesn't... If the police had an eyewitness, they'd never make such a huge error in their investigation.
They would if they were being corrupted.
That's what he said. At first. Eventually, he gave up on it too. Him and the rest of the police. None of them listened to me.
And I told them so many times. Why? Because I'm just some kid? The guy who killed my mom is still out there.
Akane-chan.
He doesn't care about Mom anymore. He doesn't care about me. I know he's just trying to find the next woman so he can get on with his life.
I know he thinks I'm just in the way. I wish anyone but him was my father.
Oh.
Stop that. There is absolutely no way that your father doesn't care about you. I know you've suffered a lot, Akane-chan, but I really believe there has to be some sort of explanation for this. Hasegawa-san may seem like he doesn't care. I have a feeling he does. In his own way. Just a bit ago, he went through a lot of effort trying to reunite a lost boy with his mom. He's been there for us as well.
But that's just...
I really mean it when I say Hasegawa-san reminds me of my own father.
Are you serious?
Even when I couldn't see him, he was always giving it his all for my sister and I. His family was always on his mind. And that's why I think your father's always working so hard as well, Akane-chan.
Really?
His face looks so much happier when you're around. It's completely different from when he's out in the world. That should prove just how important you are to him. You're the biggest thing in his world.
It's like
Pushing him away isn't going to make you feel any better. It's only going to hurt you more.
You can definitely see, obviously, Makoto's trying to make an inroad here, and again, if they don't, with all this setup, if it doesn't turn out that one of them has a jail, they've blown a huge opportunity, because you not only had Futaba talking about the relationship building that she went through in Persona 5, but then you've also got the story, the polarizing relationship caused by mortality between Makoto and Mikane. So if this doesn't pay off with a jail or some kind of big scene, it'd just be a waste of time. So surely something's got to come from it.
Instead, you should tell him how you really feel. Tell him everything, so you can't regret it later. No matter what you have to say, I know he'll listen to you.
We got some emotion showing for the first time.
Sorry, I just wanted to help. No, that's not it. My mom, she...
Please, forgive me. I really didn't mean to do this to you. Feel free to talk with me anytime you want. I'll be there for you whenever you need it.
I mean, I am surprised that they've not got any reaction for Futaba over this. I don't know if it's just me, but I'd have expected more from Futaba's character model here. I'd have expected a lot more reaction from her based off everything that's been said. So, either they've kind of been focused so much on these two characters and not paid attention to the back scene, or there's more coming.
Thank you.
No, there we are. I called that right.
Why is Akane crying? Is she in pain? Really? Akane-chan.
Thank goodness Makoto was here.
That poor girl.
Both Akane and Gramps are really torn up inside.
We ought to get to bed. We've got a long journey ahead of us tomorrow.
Looks like we're leaving.
My heart's all warm and fuzzy now. I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
Those kids.
Yep, he was listening all the way through. Suggesting we are literally doing a whistle stop and we're not moving. So we got a chance to save our data. I'll overwrite you. Here we go. Still got time to carry on for a little while longer, depending on how long it's going to take for a save point.
Well, Akane, I've got to get going. Once the case is through, I'm going to take some time off. What do you say we take a trip somewhere? How about we visit a theme park?
I'm not a little kid anymore.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Shit, it is tense here.
Oh boy. Getting these two to open up is going to be a real hassle. Don't. Come on, please, just stay out of it.
Are we still feeling pouty?
Oh.
Don't you think it's time to grow out of the whole tsundere thing?
You too, Futaba-chan? Come on, quit it.
Will we ever be able to truly reunite father and daughter?
Just give it a little more time. I hope they find the opportunity to bond.
I'm sure they'll make it. Right, Akane-chan?
Yeah, I guess.
The time has come. If we wait any longer, the ferry will depart before we arrive.
Sounds like we have to get going. Take care, Akane-chan.
Oh, thanks for everything. Here. It's like a Kyoto souvenir. I mean, you guys did so much for me. So...
Mini umbrella. Hey.
Promise to come back soon.
Of course! Next time, we'll bring tons of snacks and we can stay up all night gossiping.
We can share a bath again, too.
Reach out to me anytime you like. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Have a good trip. I guess. Be careful.
Wow.
Is that it?
Oh. Okay. Gotcha. I'll be careful.
Awkward.
Whoa. Sure seemed to work for him, though.
Yeah, it's called putting on a brave face, Morgana. Or should I say Meowgana. Now we're on the ferry. I'm kind of disappointed there wasn't the jail there. I actually would have liked to have seen a bit more of it, but maybe we'll see that come back later on in a later part of the story.
Oh, how pretty! It's like a field of shining blue jewels. Oh, I know I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, so they set up all these things for a distortion and a heart and everything else, and it's just... I get them normally take a couple of days and we're meant to be going down to Okinawa, but again, if it doesn't actually develop any further than that, I'll feel cheated because there was some really good duality plotlines settled there, and if they don't get followed through on it, it'll be just a massive wasted opportunity.
Now this is a sight to see. I'd love it even more if we were just here for a casual trip.
What do you think, Sophia? Pretty nice.
So this is the Okinawan Sea. How pretty. What's it like under the water? Okay. I'd like to see that for myself one day.
Man, ain't riding on a big-ass ship like this so exciting?
Ryuji, do you remember what happened the last time we were on a huge liner? Yeah. I'm not so sure I agree.
Indeed. Perhaps my adventurer's heart has been stirred. I can feel a surge of passion within.
Okay then, no wasting this opportunity. It's time to get in formation. Ryuji, on your hands and knees. And you, Mona, get on my head.
Okay.
Photo with the coast, I'm assuming? Is that Titanic by any chance?
Feast your eyes on the splendor that is the classic movie poster pose. Penda!
I think you've gotten it all wrong.
Isn't this just some kind of weird cheerleading routine?
I call it an impersonation of the town musicians of Bremen.
Just why did you need me for this?
Hey, you! Get down! That's dangerous!
You guys are so stupid.
Don't ask me, people. Do not ask me. Oh, wow, this is a proper coastal town.
Yeah, we finally made it. We're on that ship forever. I still feel like I'm on the waves.
It was quite the rare experience, being surrounded by the dazzling sea like that.
So this is Kukujima, huh? There are more people than I expected. Right? I was picturing something closer to an untouched island than all this.
This actually was a pretty quiet place until just a few years ago. Eventually, some folks cooked up a mass migration plan. They even had a slogan, "Find your new tropical life." All of a sudden, a population under 200 people suddenly explodes to nearly 1,000.
The port area is really quite lively. It has a bit of a resort feel to it.
Yep.
Sounds like summer vacation's back on.
Come on, you know we're not here to screw around.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
First thing we do is head for the research facility.
He's right. We should start there. I'd like to get the investigation underway as soon as possible.
No.
Two cops again.
So, when do you think Ichinose is going to appear in person? There's no way she'd pass up the opportunity to be close to a real-life secret lab. She's got that aura about her.
Hit us with the deets, Sophia.
Huh? What's up?
I wasn't able to find any information regarding the facility.
Well, it's secret, that's why.
Is that possible?
Well, Ichinose did say it wasn't exactly on the level, right? Maybe we just have to track it down ourselves.
I'm sorry I couldn't help.
If that's the case, we should ask around and see if we can find any locals who know about it.
Who do you think we should ask first? Oh, maybe the shopkeepers know something.
Yep, they'll be delivering food supplies. Good start.
I spy a souvenir shop. I'm gonna buy something for Sophia.
Not
Wait,
really.
Futaba. I'll join you in the search for native crafts.
It seems we need to ask around for directions to the lab. This is where we need Arn to play her American role. You know, like asking that. Oh, hello.
Hello, Commissioner? It's Hasegawa.
Mm-hmm.
What's the situation? It's unlike you to go dark for 3 days straight.
My apologies. I was on the ocean. I couldn't get a connection.
The ocean?
The investigations led us to Okinawa. Supposedly, there's a research facility here with ties to that Emma app. This was the best lead I had. I brought the Phantom Thieves along with me.
Any chance of locating concrete evidence there?
That's too soon to tell. I'll start by questioning the facility staff. If I find out they're trying to cover their tracks, though, I'll have to escalate the investigation. And I'll definitely need you to send backup, if that's okay.
Fine. Keep me posted. We're still looking into Medice on our end. I'll let you know should anything turn up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Remember, Hasegawa, the Phantom Thieves are not solely in your pocket to help you track down the perpetrator. You are keeping them close for when we are pressed to present a culprit. When the time comes, you will turn them in immediately. Don't get too attached. Is that clear?
Understood.
Are we actually going to see some genuine conflict in emotions here? Again, it'd be nice to be wrong about him being the bad guy.
We should get ourselves going and see if we can track down this research lab.
Begin the investigation. Oh, we've got 4 requests. What are the requests then? What have I got? Ah, so...
This one?
Show Mitra will regenerate Ron to Lavenza.
You're accepting this request?
Ah, there's another desire in the Sapporo jail, which we need to find. It's in an area with nice clean air and a lot of trees around. Junk Collection Part 3. Deliver the integrated circuit. That's fine.
You're already working on this one. Good job!
I can accept that a couple of times. Might as well make some money.
You're accepting this request?
Oh, 54,000 yen. Don't mind if I do.
Working on this. Good job!
Don't mind if I do. I already had a load of them free.
You're doing this one? You're already working on this one. Mission accomplished.
Where Sophia is going like mission.
Get to work. You're already working on this. Mission accomplished.
It's a shame I can't just select multiple times. Because it's frustrating to keep doing it like this. But I can do it another 3 times, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Accepting this request? Time to get to work. You're already working on this. Mission accomplished. You're accepting this request? You're already working on this. Mission accomplished.
1.3 million yen.
You're accepting this request? Okay, you're already working on this one. Mission accomplished.
There we go. Right, so we got those 2, and then Mariko Hyodo beat her boss form again. That's fine.
You're accepting this request? Time to get to work.
I'll accept those 3 when I next go back into the palace. Well, into the jail. I need to stop calling them palaces. In the meantime... Yep, that's all looking good. No issues there at all. Now, I did get a scarf called the Resilient Scarf. I'm pretty sure that's a piece of equipment for Morgana. Yep. Oh, well, look at that. It increases endurance by 3 and also puts it by 138. You can have that, Mona. You've earned it. Well, I say you've earned it, but I'm the one who's actually done it. Right, let's start by seeing what the market has to sell.
Well, hello.
Oh, a load of...
Can you hold all that? We recommend that. Can you hold all that? We recommend that. Can you hold all that? We recommend that. Can you hold all? We recommend that. Can you hold all that? So that's what you're getting? Thank you very much. Stop by again.
Yep, no worries. I can't use the post box. On the previous games, you could use the post box and like deliver for certain items and that. And there's Lavenza as well, so I can actually use the Velvet Room anytime. Let's talk to this person here.
You're looking for a research lab? Sorry, but I'm just a tourist. Why don't I ask Emma? You have a phone, right?
We've got something better than Emma, but it's not worked.
Oh, hey, sorry. I can't help but stare at that ocean. Getting to take it easy in a place like this would be so nice. I heard there's a great public beach nearby. I hope we have time to check it out.
I'm sure we'll find time to check out the beach.
Chaser alert! I've never seen one in real life. Whoa, look how detailed they have them up close. Oh, they all have different expressions. These are divine guardians set to stave off disasters. Apparently the one on the right is male and the one on the left is female. Ah, so they're a couple! Good looking out, Mr. and Mrs. Shisa.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
The endless skies and ocean, the pleasant crashing of the waves, the scent of fresh fruit wafting along the wind. This is no mere tourist attraction. This is truly a natural paradise. And look at the Shisa! The grandeur of its profile, the dynamism of its lines.
Oh dear, he's totally in the zone now.
Right, is there anything down this way? Apart from fishermen. So I'm loving the music here. Very smooth. Looks like there's no...
I'm so lucky to experience yet another brand new sight. I think this is what happiness feels like.
Yes. One of the cuter AIs in video gaming, it must be said. Compared to the likes of, say, GLaDOS, for instance. Sophia's a breath of fresh air. Which is why I'm not 100% trusting. Let's talk to this guitarist dude. Research lab? Oh, that place up over yonder! Yeah, I have no idea. I actually quit my job and just moved around here not long ago. So I still have much to learn about the island. Oh, you want to hear a little tune? Wow, you came from Sapporo? That's crazy! I'm surprised you made it all this way. There's honestly nothing here, but I hope you enjoy your stay. Huh? A research lab? How about you visit the beach instead? Yeah, why don't you go do that?
No need to rent one of those. We've already got a set of wheels.
Actually, Morgana, there's a very good reason to rent them. You can cover fast distances on foot, faster than on foot.
Oh, you getting something to drink?
You're damn right I am. Oh, my orange. Hey. I've got 12 of these already, so they come back in stock. Oh, that's the beach.
Please avoid staying too far from the port. We need to ask passers-by about information regarding the research facility.
We could also find people who are... Is it just me or is that suspiciously like a path that's barricaded off? Oh. Hey, I managed some intel for you. Come meet me behind the souvenir shop.
Looks like Zenkichi found something. Should we check it out?
Yeah, we should, but first of all, I want to go looking around here as well. Hey, Ryuji's knocking around here somewhere. I didn't see him. Man, I can't even find one Okinawan-style soba shop.
No way, man.
Yeah, I was totally going to question some soba shop staff. A nice bowl of soba sounds pretty good to you now, doesn't it? How about we grab someone to wrap up this investigation stuff? Nice guitar lick there in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. Kind of like a funk guitar. Ah, there's Zenkichi. Right, before I interact with him, I want to go and carry on exploring.
The locals to Mycelos are just beyond this point. We shouldn't have poke around there without good reason, or we could upset them.
Sophia, it's an investigation! Let me investigate! I want to search everywhere. So before I talk to Sankichi, I want to cover the rest of this part of the area just in case there's anything I'm missing. Like, hello, souvenir shop.
Please take a look.
Plus 30 HP. That'll come in handy.
Here are your goods. Will that be all? Thank you so much.
Ooh, greatly decreases security level. We'll have some of that.
So much.
Increases showtime gauge. Yes, please. We will have that for the battle. That'll come in handy for bosses. No doubt about it. Now, what have you got for sale? The Sata and Dagi shop. While you're here in Okinawa, you gotta try the Sata and Dagi.
What's up, dude? Oh, that's dope. Sweet, thanks. Oh, that's dope.
Yep.
Thanks.
The Christmas is the best part. Hope you like it. What's in here then? The bento shop.
These bentos really energize me.
Oh, hello. I've got a recipe. A distinct smell is wafting out from here. Maybe we should try eating whatever it is.
Say, would you mind if I joined you? I've been curious about this goat soup. I've read that it's very nutritious and energizing, despite its unusual flavor, so I've been meaning to try it for a while now. But wow, this really does smell interesting. Looks like I may have to brace myself. Alright, Haru Okamura, you can do this.
Haru and I attempted the goat soup. We decided not to talk about the taste. I feel a flash of inspiration. Oh, wow.
Is that everything? Here you go. Is that everything? Here you go. Please come again.
I've not talked to you two. Have you got to say?
Shinsoku, Umiboru, Rabu? What should I get as a souvenir? Oh, I'm sorry. I should get back on track. I tried questioning the shopkeepers, but they were all very evasive. This island isn't too large, though. We should be able to divide up and perform a thorough search.
Right, does anyone remember in Final Fantasy VII the original what happened in Nibelheim? Why do I get a feeling that the sudden resurgence and the hesitant staff is because they are all moles for Medivh, and Medivh own the whole island?
I came across a group of outgoing locals, so I asked them a few questions. Once I told them I was from Tokyo, they gave me all this produce. These are called bitter lemons, or goya in Okinawan. Right, the locals told me they were picked just this morning. Look how bright they are. I bet they're delicious. Perhaps you should try cooking with these. I'd love to watch you work your magic.
Okay, looks like that's it. I'm at the end of my investigation of this small town.
I should write something.
Like doing investigations of this nature in a very small area gives me flashbacks to Shenmue. But unlike Shenmue, the controls here actually work. Right, go on then, Gramps. What have you got for us?
Hey.
Oh, hey. I overheard from some deliveryman that there's a really big building just this way.
Wow, look at that path.
This is most likely it, so...
What's the plan?
What would you like to do, Ren? If we're going to investigate, I can summon everyone here for you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll contact everyone.
Oh. Okay. I found out nothing. How convenient.
The path to the research facility?
I believe so, yes.
A sacred festoon?
Don't you only see that stuff at shrines and shit? What's it doing here?
Ooh, I got it! They sealed a legendary yokai in
This is a lab, though. Wouldn't we find zombies or things like that instead?
In fact, is that what we're going to have here? The jail is a lab.
Don't be ridiculous. You were kidding, right?
Enough nonsense. This lab's in the real world. Let's get going.
Hey, Sophia. Just to be sure, there's no jail here, right?
There is no jail on this island. I think.
You think? I thought you smelled them or whatever.
Yeah. You'd mentioned that you find the jails based on their scent.
I am currently detecting 0 scents. Unlike Sendai and Sapporo, I cannot sense a jail here. However, there is indeed something odd about this place. I'm getting a bad feeling.
Bad feeling,
Ooh, maybe you're picking up somebody with a grudge. Ooh, I'm coming for you.
So someone who doesn't mind getting in with a fist and everything is creeped out by ghost stories. We all have our Achilles heel.
Whatever's up there, we need to check it out.
They've got it's a very soulless building, isn't it?
We are closed until August 18th due to prior engagements? Well, sure didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, but that's tomorrow.
Oh yeah. If no one's really here, we could investigate all we wanted once we infiltrated the place.
Hey, nothing that lands you in jail. Criminal trespassing will cop you a felony. Plus, any evidence gained through a criminal act is impermissible in court. That'd make this whole trip pointless.
I mean, we know, but...
The sign says the 18th, so we'll just wait till tomorrow. Easier and less illegal. Once the staff is back, I can start flashing my badge and asking questions. This place is all kinds of shady, so I'm sure I'll turn up plenty of dirt with enough poking around. Once I've got some evidence, I can announce the start of an official investigation. And at that point, we confiscate whatever we need.
I see. That's quite the tactical approach.
Ooh, check out the skills of Zenkichi. Private Eye.
Yeah, I'm in public security.
I mean, he's not very good at concealing as a cop with that suit get up, is he? You'd think he'd like wore something more casual.
If we're waiting until tomorrow, that gives us quite some time.
Beach.
Wait, you mean we get to party all day on the beach?
Yeah, we don't want to waste any more time. How often do we get a chance like this?
Come on now. We are on a case, you know.
Actually, that's not the worst idea. Getting too nosy right away could get people suspicious, and we cannot have that.
Nope,
We'd be
that's
better
right.
off trying to lay low around the tourists for now.
So,
We get to party?
On the beach?
Pristine sands. Lady.
Oh god.
And to top it off, a barbecue?
And to top that, lobster.
We have a winner! Let's round up the supplies before we venture forth.
Okay, I'll search nearby stores. Or rather, nearby store. The only supermarket on the island is back at the
And I've already cleaned it out. We returned to the port and completed our shopping. I'd already completed it, Joker. I was ahead of the curve.
What do you guys think about here? The spot just screams, beach party!
the water is mesmerizing. It almost looks dreamlike.
All right, let's set up camp.
Everyone's like, get in! Told ya.
Hey, wait for us, dude!
Hold on! You haven't put on sunscreen!
Hey, can't you kids at least behave?
Bro, we're on the beach. We do what we want.
Don't be stupid. I'm gonna check a few things on the camera. You go have fun.
People will be suspicious
Why?
of anyone with such a sour look on their face, Zenkichi. If you're gonna act like a tourist, at least fake having fun.
Why not try relaxing for once? Remaining on edge all the time can't be good for you.
You can't beat this opportunity, Zenkichi-san. Are you really gonna let the little lady down, Zenkichi?
Fine, I'll take a break. But just a short one. Hear me?
You don't seem too bothered at all over it.
Shut up!
Take me with you. This will be my first time in the ocean. Smartphones are totally waterproof nowadays.
No, they're not.
Please? I know this phone can go underwater. I just checked again.
I'm 99% certain most phones aren't that waterproof. I don't think mine is anyway. You do see them advertised, but they always say it's like... They announce it as kind of like splash proof, that you can only be on there for a short period of time. But let's see what happens here.
Oh yeah, we're all going wild today.
We get to enjoy the summer at the beach after all. And he's just like, hey. bond points, that's what they were called. Oh, hello, anime scene.
Oh man, the water's so clear.
Okinawa's the friggin' best!
Hey, guys! You've got to see these fish!
Oh wow, Makoto. Totally going for it. Oh, boo. He's like, lobster! Oh, that's so cute. And there's Zankichi's gonna wake up buried in sand.
You're beautiful.
Yeah, I knew that'd happen.
Whoa. Well, it's some detailed work. For a bunch of damn kids!
I almost dropped my controller there because I had my controller resting on my leg, and as soon as it started, I went, "Oh shit, it's gonna fall over and skip the scene." Let's reach down and catch it.
Ow, the sun's setting. So, what should we do next? Hmm? Hey, your phone's buzzing.
Hey, got a sec? Be ready to move once things settle down, okay? I'm sure it'll be fine, but I got this weird feeling in my gut.
Don't get it ready? For what?
Well, I guess there's no need to be on edge the whole time we're here.
I think I'll go for a walk for now.
It's finally less crowded around here.
Later.
You should relax by yourself. Why not go hang out with everyone else?
Hope you're resting well. If you're some time, can you come talk to me? I have a favor to ask. It will be easy to explain in person. I was actually thinking of hanging out with Makoto anyway, because I've already hung out with Haru, I've hung out with Ann. So I was thinking of like, if it was, unless there was a favour asked by Ryuji, I was going to go and hang out with her anyway. But now we're actually at the beach. I want to go exploring. Because I spy other things like there's Futaba. Mona's around here too.
Hey, you got a bad drink?
Just in case I need them in battle. And yeah, Avian, you say he's getting attached, exactly, and again, this is where I'm thinking, are we finally going to see one that actually is wholesome? Again, I just still don't trust it. Can't inspect them. Can we inspect the lockers? No? I'm going to buy these because I make sure they're all in there. That's all good. Sealed off park. Ah, there's Zankichi as well. Oh, the ferry. Oh, that's the way back to the ferry dock. Well, unless she's hanging around where... Ah, she's hanging around where Haru is. And I think they're both... They're not in the ferry dock either. Okay. Are they actually on the beach? Yeah, I think they are. I think they're actually on the beach. Yeah, there they are. In the middle. It's just letting me examine the beach for some reason.
So, Ren, this is one of those places that's going to stay in your heart, right? I can tell.
you say you like him, you don't want to, but you like him. Again, it's like... we have form on this Avian. We don't trust it, do we? And there's Yusuke as well.
Hey.
Oh, Ren, can I consult you on something? So, you might think this is a bit childish, but since we're at the beach and all, I think I'd like to try Suikari. You know, the game where you split a watermelon while blindfolded and dizzy.
Oh, right.
Really?
Well,
It's not like my family ever took a day at the beach together, so I didn't really get to actually do it growing up.
Hi.
Splitting a watermelon? That sounds fun. I would like to watch. Yeah, Sophia. I'm happy to hear that. And I'm happy to help with preparations. If you'd like, you will need one watermelon and... True. We could track down a large branch somewhere. We'll also need a blindfold. Now that we started actual planning, I'm beginning to get a bit nervous. Perhaps you should warm up as much as you can't feel necessary in the jail first for taking your skills to the fruit. Once you split enough shadows, a watermelon won't affect your nerves at all. I don't usually split them, but a watermelon does sound like a good idea. Maybe I should file a request before I go pick up a watermelon. Sorry if this is silly, Ren, but I hope you'll oblige me. Oh, that's actually got me a request, are you kidding me? What does she want to do?
You're doing this one?
We'll have to buy a watermelon somewhere, and I guess we can look at it. First, let's go on Mutters. I know where is it. Would you mind? No, defeat 10 Jack Frost with Queen, and then deliver a whole watermelon. Okay, unbelievably, that's led me to a request. I can't believe that, but it has. I'm going to quickly see if talking to the others causes any scenes or not. If it doesn't, I'll talk to them, and then from there, we'll probably look to come towards the end of the stream. Because we're coming close to 3 hours, and I don't want to start questing in the jail. Next thing I know, it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning.
What do you think of the ocean life, Sophia? There were so many fish, and shells and coral of all different colors, and patterns of light waving and shimmering through the water. Ooh, how neat! Glad to hear you liked it! You know, everyone took me on a special trip to the beach last year. I'll remember that day for the rest of my life! It's when I first joined the Phantom Thieves. That does sound like it would make for a very memorable day. I've got it. I'll commit today to my own memory. That way I can cherish it forever.
Okay, cool. Let's talk to Ryuji, see what he's got to say.
Oh man, my side still hurt! Wasn't Grass the most hilarious Venus you ever saw?
What's that? You want me to show you those detainment techniques again?
No, please!
Damn it.
Sheesh, I can't believe you damn kids. Got anything to say for yourself? Hell no! I'm not some little kid you can just talk into doing whatever. Well, the sun's about to set. We should wrap up the rounders and go to dinner pretty soon.
Damn.
God, my back is killing me. I should have been taking it easier today. I'm gonna go lie down. You kids clearly have enough energy to handle the dinner prep. Here, take this. Go buy yourself a soda or something. Oh, 5,000 yen. Well, that's one way to get into like you, to get us to like you, May Haven. Give us money.
Sora, come and enjoy the taste of the sea.
Oh, hello. Okinawan soba. Something smells delicious. Maybe I should down and try it. And here comes Ryuji.
I was waiting for you, Ren. Obviously, we gotta be Okinawan soba while we're here.
I mean, I've had some already, but I could easily do Laboya.
What you had on us? Curry, jutsu, whatever, the chili stuff. Anyway, I could eat a ton of this. Blah, but way too much.
I enjoyed Okinawan soba with Ryuji. I feel a splash of inspiration.
I recommend that everything? Here you go. That everything?
Hey, a whole watermelon. Well, that's part of the quest already. That's part of the quest already done. I've already got the watermelon, so now what I need to do is I need to go and kill 10 Jack Frosts.
Phew. Nothing like an ice-cold glass of shukwasa juice after a day of fun in the sun.
I like the fact they just call her plain woman.
That was great! I think I laughed enough for 2 lifetimes! Oh yeah, I found this really pretty shell earlier. I thought I could string it into a necklace as a little souvenir for myself. But it turned out so nice, I want you to have it instead. Maybe I should make one for everyone else. I gotta look for more shells.
Yep, a seashell necklace from On.
I should write something.
And now that we've done a little bit more of the soul binding and we've turned Gramps into one of the prettiest mermaids there is, it looks like we're getting ourselves ready to pick up some action in the streams, in the jails, as we try to find more about this mysterious Medice and where our next jail lies, because it seems it's not down here in the tropics. And we're going to find out exactly where it is next time as we pick up on the next episode. It's going to be here on Saturday evening at 8 PM BST. Same time, same place for more fun in the sun. But until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And good night.